Ooh, spooky! We were speaking in silent voice, but we're back. We got it all figured out. Everything's going crazy right now, but the only thing that's crazier than those technical issues that we've gotten resolved is the competition on the stage, as it seems that we're already ready for round number 1 for Friday Frags.
It's time to get down. Let's play some Friday night Fortnite Frags, baby. Live at the HyperX Arena inside of the luxurious Luxor Hotel. It's time to break forth the rhythm and the rhyme. It's time to turn those Fortnite frowns upside down. And it's time to find out who will be victorious.
Unfortunately, there's not a victorious skin in the game, but
not today.
Not today. We got Doja Cat, though, who's going to be our next festival icon. If you want to, you can pick that up as well. But we got Levi Bear starting us out, already going to be able to get that truck and get themselves up 100 shields. That's the way to do it. If you want to drop anywhere, I would recommend going onto the bridge or where you just saw Levi Bear drop. You know what? There's so many locations where, hey, now you don't have to worry about utilizing any of the small shields or big shields, but we're already seeing one of the arena counts go down. We got 31 players here in the arena today, which is going to make it a very fun event.
And only 30 players left on the map. That was a quick kill. We were talking about it a little bit earlier before our quick break, and I said more players need to drop hot and take out some of these players that may not be completely locked in and maybe a little AFK after a drop.
Yeah, you know what? We got some very tasty food here. They might have been eating a chicken wing, and unfortunately, they were not able to contest that fight. But we don't know what happens here today. But Levi Bear going for mats. If you don't know how competitive Fortnite works, you can drop on these outskirts. But the first thing you want to do is grab mats. You want to be able to put up walls and start farming these up. You get 500 apiece, and once that happens, then it makes it a lot easier for you to go into fights, especially with builds. You want to make sure you can put down a wall to protect yourself or box someone in said fight.
And let's talk about weapons for a second, man. All right, we've got a new season. What do we need to know about these weapons? How have they changed?
Not too much, because it's just like a mid-season thing, you know, mid-season update. So a lot of the weapons in the fun per se game mode have changed. Unfortunately. Like, they added a whole new ghost face weapon. They added a Scooby snacks, but we're playing the ranked mode, so a lot of that's still not happening just yet. The big change is going to be seeing how these competitors are going to be able to utilize that new Wrecker Revolver nerfs, or if they're even going to do that. Basketball Kid right back with us again, going against DoFN, going to take some shots. Basketball Kid's shields looking extremely low. They better not be peeking out just yet. They got to direct themselves into the other direction, please, and try to keep yourself safe.
Yeah, Do was using that cover to the best of their ability and not letting the competitor know exactly where they were. Remember, every once in a while, you're going to see some competitors just randomly shoot a bush. That's to make sure no one's in there hiding.
Oh, DoFN going to be taking a little bit of damage right back at it. Not going to try and close in on it. You're seeing they only have 45 logs, 67 metal mats, but dropping right on down. Basketball Kid's not going away from the fight. So we got DoFN going to be just waiting for them. Basketball Kid try to break down this wall, but I don't know if that was the way to do it. DoFN wings.
That is not the way.
No, it is not the way, and that is the way for DoFN, though, to grab their first elimination of this match.
And now we're down to 28 competitors out of the initial 31. DoFN going back up on the bridge where they initially found Basketball Kid. Basketball Kid, well, he's playing basketball right now, not playing video games anymore.
No, they are not. You know what? When you're waiting for the next lobby, there's a ton of game modes that you can play in Fortnite. So, you know what? Use the time here at the arena, the game time here, wisely, exactly. Try to put yourself, go into those 1v1 build battle fights, especially if you're trying to make some money here today. You've got to be able to know how to contest something like that. But, hey, Logan, are you a big fan of pickles?
I am a big fan of pickles, man, and that's the first time I've ever seen anybody ride a pickle into battle. I absolutely love it.
I got to be on the same boat as you, or the same pickle, I guess, if we're talking Fortnite terms here. Limit DJ is going down to Bray. Great to see that they're back with us again. And remember, we're also with the Val Valhalla Esports community. So if you're watching and you're in California, you're able to find a Valhalla Esports facility and try and compete there as well and join us at the HyperX Arena. I think it's a great thing that we're doing.
It is.
And hopefully we'll be able to link up with a lot more organizations like that and do more online stuff like this.
And if you are out in California and you're looking to make your way into the Valhalla, it's the 916 Valhalla out there. Get involved so that you can play with us on Fridays from anywhere. Well, from Valhalla.
I did see that you were able to do a Valhalla event recently, Logan.
I did.
What was it?
I did a Rainbow Six Siege event at UNLV, and it was absolutely amazing. We had some of the best high school and college players in the event and tons of sponsors. It was great to see, and it was a great first event for UNLV as far as esports goes.
That's awesome to hear, but what's not awesome to see is apparently Abdo is going to have to utilize a lot of their bounce pads here today, using those shots to try and deflate it so that there's not an easy way to follow them, but it's looking like that competitor might not wanting to give up on this fight just yet. OTX not going to back down, never give up, as we're going to be seeing now all of their mats being utilized. Try to pop that flow berry, not going to be able to get it off just yet, but breaking right on through these doors. They only have 1 HP in a dream. Will they be able to survive and maybe turn this around? No! Shot right there in the toes.
Apparently they are done. OTX getting it done. We have 25 players now that 21 Moon X has taken out Code Easy.
Great work there. Great to see that 21 Moon X back in the house with us again.
Always a strong competitor.
And are always bringing the skin game as well. I always love that they're not just utilizing the superhero skins. Got to be a little bit biased here. You know what? Fortnite's a game of skins.
I still want to do a fashion show for Halloween. I think that would be a lot of fun. Show off some of the skins that we don't get to see all the time.
That would be amazing, truly. Especially with the, but you know what? Halloween skins are coming out. You know what? But got to get those wallets. But we got Zodic going to be able to land a few shots onto Bray and right back at them as well. Going to be popping this big shield. So that brings them down to 2 big shields, actually. We're going to be seeing still the double wombo combo, Wrecker Revolver, Sentinel Shotgun. So that hasn't gone away just yet.
And you do not want to muck around with Bray. Sometimes it is Bray's day, and he might even have to pull out that AK to get the job done in-game, of course. Already got 1 kill to their name, and they're going to run away to live to fight another day.
There we go. Do you think he's got a bag of Lays ready for you here today, as we have Bray going to be able to just go away from this fight? Sometimes you got to think about the cost and the reward when you go into these sort of things. If they already have the high ground, it takes twice as many mats for you to try and contest them than to just say, hey, maybe I'll just wait around, go to the storm, try to think about where I should go next.
And if you've got the high ground, you've got WAF weapons in positioning, and you're looking condescendingly down at the rest of the competition, that is where you want to be. As we check in on Pulse right now, part of that Valhalla crew today, they've got somebody right up in front of a meaty. Haven't seen that name recently.
We'll see what happens. Pulse is going to be here, bouncing and letting themselves get some better positioning around the map. So we got DJ Madrid on the screen right now, got that hammer time, and the sweeper shotgun, something that we don't see often at all this season.
But we may see it more, right? Because the other one got nerfed.
The record, they have both of them. That's still double wombo combo, still being utilized here. Wrecker Revolver with another shotgun, but I just gotta say, I want to see more heals, shields, and mobility. They have 0 mobility in that inventory right here, right now. Gifted Yeet, though, going into their own build battle. Let's see who they're going to be going up against. 21 Moon X.
Now, besides the jump pads, Pidgey, what else do these contestants have to move across this map?
You got some nice trampolines, as we see 21 Moon X jumping on Gifted Yeet and saying, the only gift I have for you is a nice nap in the lobby screen as you wait to come back.
They got yeeted.
They did get yeeted right back in the lobby screen. But as you're seeing 21 Moon X, you also got the trampolines, which they're nice and they give you a huge distance gaps. But like what you saw previously in the beginning of the match, OTX closed that gap immediately. So I kind of do like that we're in this realm of the meta being that you can utilize other people's mobility to catch up to them in these fights.
All right, Bray securing a kill to their name. Zafu right now looking for their first kill. They're going against Rivdog, part of that Valhalla coalition, and they are battling it out. Zafu's trying to keep that high ground on Rivdog, and he's got a good shot off on Rivdog. Rivdog's almost down for the count. Zafu not even touched yet.
Bark. Zafu is the one who's going to be all bite and no bark here today. going to be able to grab their first elimination and doing extremely good so far. Going to be able to slide their way into the world today, grabbing that mythic OXR, by the way.
That's what you want to see right there, and a purple backup as well. Their lowdown is looking very good for you.
Oh, yeah, it is. We're going to be seeing OTX Fury Assault Rifle being utilized. 21 Moon X is looking extremely low. Will they be able to find themselves in the spot where they're going to be able to heal themselves right back up? No, they are not. 90 damage is going to be coming out, but 21 Moon X goes out fighting.
And OTX grabs kill number 2. 20 Moon X goes down. It's an eclipse of 20 Moon X, and they will be in the lobby waiting their turn patiently to get back into the mix. OTX using that shield, and they are back up to 100 and 100 health. They are looking good today. Let's go, OTX.
Yeah, they are doing work. Someone who we might already know. Sometimes these competitors change their names 24/7.
They do it just to mess with us, I feel like.
100%. You know what? They're like, oh yeah, you thought I was Baka, but no, today I am Laka. But they change them all the time, so it could be a competitor that we normally see. But only time will tell once we get those leaderboards up, as we got 67 Andy trying to play dead a little bit here. Guess what?
He's about to play dead for real if they're not careful.
No, they are not careful at all when they're just taking a lot of damage like they are at this point, as you can utilize all the sounds in the game as well. OTX heard them using that small shield, so they were able to just press the advantage and get right on in. And let's see what they're going to be able to find here today. Not much so far. This whole entire labyrinth of builds is really stopping OTX's advance very well.
Yeah, you know what? They are doing a great job over there. 67 getting it done. They're running, man. This is a game of cat and mouse right now, and OTX is just getting shut down.
Yeah, they are. Let's see what OTX can do, though. Jumping around this corner, Endy still alive. Remember, they had no shields last time in those previous moments, so they were able to run around this entire labyrinth, get themselves some nice shields, and put on damage to OTX.
That's how you get it done. Now the tides have turned, the tables have turned, and OTX is looking like, well, a little bit worse for the wear right now, down to 65 shield.
Ooh, OTX still having the advantage, drops on down, takes some fall damage. That might be the best thing that Endy could have hoped for in this situation. OTX crawling between these walls, still landing a little bit of damage, looking like Endy has ran out of any sort of heals and shields, but guess who's not out for the count just yet?
OTX is still in it to win it, and boom, Shalak boom, we're almost in the same room.
Ooh, let's see what they're going to land here, which is just more damage onto OTX.
This is crazy. What a back and forth ping pong battle to the death we're seeing right now.
Has the Flowberry to get themselves healed right back up. Endy tries to hide themselves into the bush, takes a little bit of damage, lands a shot and wins!
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, 67 Endy with the kill over OTX. That is huge!
What a turnaround, Logan! What are you saying here? What did you just see? A throw of the century? Literally, what did we spend 5 minutes on a single fight? And they lost it. OTX throwing it at the last second. You have them backed in a bush, and you still were not able to confirm it. You boxed each other in and backed yourself into a corner. We got Modi here trying to fly away, and they are able to survive another day.
Yo, man, your high blood pressure just went a little bit higher right there, man. You might need to take a chill pill to calm down. All right, Code Wordy has found Modi, and they are on the hunt. Shh, we're hunting rabbits.
We're hunting rabbits. Code Wordy, one of the best competitors here today. Absolutely talented in the game of Fortnite. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Oh,
boom!
They're gone. Where did they go?
Hey, he's sunk into the moat where he came from. Code Wordy with their first kill of the day. We're down to 14 competitors, down to the initial 31.
Yeah, you know what? Like I said before, I really thought the Wrecker Revolver nerf would push people away from it.
But it hasn't.
Still using the double wombo combo combination. You got the Wrecker Revolver, you got the Sentinel, and it's working out.
It is working out. You know what? If it's not broke, well, I mean, I guess they did try to fix it. But that being said, it's still an OP weapon as far as these competitors are concerned.
Yeah, really nice work here. Still able to utilize it quite nicely, and they've nerfed it probably like 5 times throughout this entire season. And like I said, going into this mid-season update, they try to get rid of it even more and push everyone towards the Sentinel, but even then, not yet going to be able to bury that Wrecker Revolver here today, and it's still crawling itself out of its grave. But we got Kazoo on the screen, still 0 eliminations. Their mat's looking pretty good as well, so still got to get a few more logs. DPG going down. We saw them hiding in a bush previously, and Zafu finds them out.
You know what? That's probably that pre-firing a bush type of deal right there. They thought they were going to get away and hide, but that is not going to happen today as Kazoo gets caught a little bit into the storm as we are getting down to our 4th storm right now. 2, 1, here we go. Let's get a move on. We got Ruse, who is apparently on TikTok.
Ruse, FES on TikTok. Support the community that comes out here every single week as well. We haven't seen this name before, but still, if they're out here at the HyperX Arena, we want to support them. Go check them out, absolutely, and support their clips, whatever they may be. I can only assume it might be some Fortnite clips as well, but we'll see what they're going to be able to find. Here we are, right next to the freaky fields. I'm just saying, Logan, this is where we are.
It's about to get freaky. Now, have you gotten a chance to drop into a bunch of these places? Are there any new places where you're just like, wow, I gotta get here more often?
Well, unfortunately, the games I was able to play today were all ranked, so I didn't get to experience the full mystical nature of what FORTNITE is just yet. So hopefully, come next week when we have our next Friday Frags, we'll be able to experience a little bit more of this. I'll be able to experience a little bit more of this season so far, of this mid-season update. But like you're seeing, a lot of the things haven't changed, at least in ranked, because they like to keep it as consistent as possible, competitive as possible.
Well, it seems to be pretty much the same iteration of the game as we've seen the last few months, but that doesn't mean that these competitors won't be able to find something to their advantage with the nerfs and, of course, any kind of boosts that these weapons were getting as well.
Oh, Kazoo taking a ton of damage. Talking about changes to the weapons, you are seeing a change up into this build battle fight. Code Wordy on top of the world here today, going to be able to just contest this fight so far. Kazoo having 0 eliminations. If they go down here, it's not going to be a great start for their match so far. But remember, 5 rounds, a lot of time. But you really don't want to throw it away here.
No, Kazoo, usually 1 up to 13, so we are about to hit our top 10 in match number 1 of round number 1, and we've got 5 rounds total today.
Yes, we do. Taking a shot at these walls, trying to find any sort of damage. Remember, the reason they also pre-fire these walls, one big thing is that you might think that they are going to try and shoot you. So if you're able to just say, hey, if you open that window, you're going to take damage as well and get a trade, it's literally a battle of inches sometimes when it comes to these build battle fights. So if you're able to get that first shot off and they accidentally open up a window, it works out so much better for yourself. But,
I thought football was a game of inches, but apparently
we saw that this week, didn't we?
We did see that this week. Man.
The tush push, is that what you're referencing here?
I am referencing the tush push. Thank you for noticing.
I just saw the whole controversy on that one, but unfortunately no football tackling here today as Ruse just barely able to drop down on that corner. You saw them confront each other, but then a ton of damage coming out right here, trying to just keep themselves safe, but you get lost in the build sometimes. Jumps off to the right side of that platform. Endy still trying to just end this all. It's in their name, and will they be able to capitalize?
Yeah, Ruse is caught between a rock and a hard place right now, and it does not look like they have the WAP to get it done, but the building is out of control.
It really is. They've actually done such a good job. It's discombobulated Endy. As you can see, they're dropping down, trying to build right on through and go from the bottom layer up. But is that going to work out? Ruse had enough time to pop a big shield, but now the storm is on the way, and it's doing a 2-tick, and it's only a matter of time before TikTok, your time in this first round is out.
6-7. That's 6-7 Endy right there. Yeah, 6-7 Endy grabbed himself
a kill. I don't know why. I read it, and it didn't comprehend.
Oh, maybe next time. All right, Bray's in the mix with 3 kills right now.
I wish I was lying. I actually didn't even think anything of the number 67. I wish I was joking. That's crazy. Okay.
All right, Bray doing exactly what they need to do to get on the other side of this shield, and they need to do it now. And here we are. They are on the other side of the storm. I said shield, I meant storm, but they're going to need to shield up as well.
Pops the big shield, going to be able to have those flashes as well. They're looking extremely low, and we're getting into the late game already, Logan.
Yes,
7
we are.
storms in, non-stop action. These build fights have literally lasted minutes on minutes on minutes on trying to track down these competitors, and I got to give credit where credit is due. The absolute builds that we've been seeing in these fights to keep yourself alive have been amazing. I mean, they have literally spared no expense in the mat department, and they are doing work in this tournament.
Yeah, everybody's pushing it real good, doing their best salt and pepper routines right now, and their Bob the Builder routine is working out real well. We have seen some incredible building from these competitors, and 6-7 Yendi grabs another kill against the Howland Pulse.
This is going to be one competitor we got to keep an eye out for, because they are at 4 eliminations, which I do believe is the top amount here today.
Indeed it is.
And I really don't see any Unger, no really competitors that we see week out that really are top of the leaderboards. Kazu finally finds one on the Poncho, another competitor that does play every single week, part of the 2 AM squad. Great to have them here. Gonna be able to find their first elimination of the day. Serving it up Gary's way as we get it going here today. Look at that circle, Logan.
I know.
Only 3 players outside of it, so they got to figure out how to get their own spacing into the safety of the Sea Bear circle.
Yeah, we're getting down. We are into the top 10 out of the initial 31. I want to see somebody take that high ground, that position. I call it skywalking. It is exactly what you need to do at the end of this competition to be #1 or at least on the podium. You got to get higher than everybody else and be looking down at them. All right, we see somebody up on the hill. They've got a position. Code Wordy is trying to build a villa downstairs, but you know what? That storm is going to wreck that in just a bit, so you got to get moving. And I would have to say, get there before anybody else does.
Oh, yeah, that is the truth. Down to 9. We're going to be seeing an extremely tough battle for Bray. Was not able to loot up in these last few minutes at all, so their health bar is going to be looking extremely rough getting into this late game. Bray trying to sneak on through, get around these corners, and just really play for placement at this point, because if you have no heals or shields, yeah, you're going to have a rough time.
Yeah, you're not going to have fun. And having fun is part of this whole thing. By the way, that was the first time we saw 50 cal Hunt Dog on the screen. Dog will hunt. Watch out for them and watch out for Code Wordy as they're looking to jump and dive upon you and create a little bit of death in game.
Got to be breaking on through these pickaxes, breaking on through these walls, and shot will be landed onto Kazu. Code Wordy. They just flew on through and just said, you know what? Hey, what's going on? Bonk! Done for. Back to the lobby screen you go.
They should use a Superman skin, because that was very Superman-ish. They flew right in, got the kill, and now Bray, look around. Bray is in a compound with a bunch of other competitors. Everybody thinking that they don't see each other, but I'm pretty much guaranteed that they do.
Yeah, honestly, they know exactly where these competitors are. They're just waiting for the storm to push them even closer together, and then they have to build themselves a tunnel to get on through so that the bullets do not land any damage. Remember, this isn't zero builds where you have that 50 overshield, that little bit of spare time before you have to find some sort of cover. We've got DuFN just going to be able to have that prism, going to be able to give themselves a little bit more of an advantageous spot to look around and observe what's going on into these corners, and then having that rooftop edit going on, they're able to peek their head out and just making sure that they're going to keep themselves safe while having the roof still intact.
And DuFN has put themselves into a corner. I was going to say you might want to get out of there earlier than not, and they have made their move. And they're going to, you know what, they're going to walk through the storm right now, and that's probably not the worst case scenario for them.
No, that was a great move there, being able to get right in front of the storm rather than, like you said, their back was right to it. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Endy going to have to utilize another big shield. They are down to 1 if they are able to pop it throughout these next few moments. Taking a really risky play with the trampoline. Bray is going down as we got Code Wordy finding another one into the top 10.
And that is huge for Code Wordy and not so big for Bray. Bray will live to fight another day, but Code Wordy, one of our top competitors, looking for that first victory.
Dog popping those splashes, and they got the Flowberry to top themselves off at least a little bit more. Will they utilize almost all of it is the question. Probably not, because how extremely important it is to have that anti-gravity, especially with those balance pads. Let's see where they're going to go in these next few moments. The Storm right behind them, going to be able to get around this corner, find all of these other builds and utilizing them as they are able to do some parkouring here today. This dog is talented. Yeah. Not talented enough, though.
Hardcore parkour not working out. 50 cal down to 25 health and no shield, and they are down for the count.
Yeah, they are under 6 feet. They're going to have to come back again. Scrappy do it and try their best in the round number 2. But 7th place, not a bad spot to end it all here today. Code Wordy going to be able to find themselves a nice little prism there. Endy is looking like their end is right around the corner as we got DoFN here, going to be able to find another one, bringing us to a top 5 situation, popping the med kit, and this is going to be the end for Endy, it looks like. They're going to try and find a Flowberry, and they get caught in the corner of doom.
Oh my gosh, they died in the storm. That is not the way that Endy wanted to end up. But let's see, we're down to 4 players. Levi up in the air, waving their hands like you just don't care. And Code Wordy's coming in for a kill.
Oh, Levi Bear not stopping their run from last week. They did so good. They grabbed the first victory last week. Are they going to be able to do it again this week? As they're able to pop that Flowberry, going to be seeing another competitor right on top. Going to control that high ground as DoFN drop it all the way down to the ground here today as those mats come crumbling into the dirt as we see DoFN going to be able to have that bounce pad if they need that extra mobility. Levi Bear now has to find any sort of time for themselves. Zafu looking extremely low as Levi Bear also looking super low, and it's looking like DoFN's going to be able to put this in the bag. No problem indeed. Literally 1 health in a dream as Levi Bear just trying their best to land a little bit of damage before we put this all into the history books.
1v1 right now. Levi Bear just staying alive by the hair of their chin, getting a little bit of shield, and that was much needed.
Yeah, it was, but what's also needed is a med kit, and unfortunately they got shields on shields on shields. I would pop that Flowberry right now as well. Might as well give you the best chance possible.
Oh!
But the Storm just barely touches them, and then they crumble to the ground.
The walls of Jericho have fallen, and number 1 victory royale goes to Duke.
And they deserved it. They were working all around these builds, jumping, parkouring, and landing some beautiful shots there. And then they just said, hey, you know what? I got the safety of these walls right here, and I don't got to do a thing. I can just wait it out and let the Storm take everyone else out like it's been doing here in Las Vegas right here, right now.
Yeah, winner, steak and lobster for dinner because we fancy over here. Duke grabbing that first win, that first victory royale, that 25 points that you got to garner. Man, right off the rip, they're in the lead. Now, when we get to rounds 4 and 5, the top 3 competitors will have a bounty on their head. That's right. The number 1 competitor will have 8 points on their head, and the 2 and 3 will have 5 points on their head. So be looking for the bounties when we get into round 4 and 5, but we're not there yet. We're going to hit round 2 in just a little bit. Remember, we got 5 rounds of Friday FORTNITE Frags coming at you. That is alliteration to the max, and I do love it.
No, we're going to have an amazing time here at the HyperX Arena, especially if you didn't do well. I say this every single week. Don't just throw your controller down. Don't throw it at your partner right next to you. Don't give up just yet. And in the words of Nick A30, never back down, never what?
Give up.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You got to be able to say, hey, what went wrong? What can I do better?
Yes.
How do I get the best loot in the game as well? Hey, these computers have browsers in them. Try to look up where are these exotic weapons that enable you to do more damage to those walls, and give you an opportunity of saying, hey, I don't need to be the best builder in the game. I got to do the most damage.
And the Storm ended up killing at least 3 competitors.
That's true.
I need you to stay out playing in the rain, okay, kids?
Yeah,
please don't do that.
You can get a cold, especially with all the sickness going around these days. You know what? You got to be safe rather than sorry. I'm just saying, do not play in the Storm, or you're going to find yourself back in the lobby screen wondering, what could have I done differently? Brought an umbrella? No, not here in Las Vegas. We don't need those.
No, we do not need those. You know what? Today we needed one. It was hailing out by me at home, so hey, I'm not going to muck with the weather around here. It is normally very nice all year round. Every once in a while, we do need to get some rain on the ground.
Yes, and with that, we're going to be sliding ourselves right into a quick commercial break. Please stick with us for round number 2 of FORTNITE nightmare. Stick with us. We'll be back. Ooh, spooky jump scare to bring us back into Friday Frags round number 2 as we get ready for another round of FORTNITEmares, and hopefully your first round wasn't a nightmare at all. I'm Radamat Pidgey, this is Logan Summit, and we will be bringing you the action of Build Fortnite. How was that first round for you, Logan?
It was very fast, very kinetic, but a lot of mistakes there. We had at least 3 players.
Well, I hope there's a lot of stakes.
Die in the gas or
there
the
might
storm,
be vampires out there.
depending on how you want to look at it. Spooky out there, yeah. You're always looking for ghosts and vampires. I get it, but these competitors were looking to grab kills in game, of course, and got it done. First 25 points going to them.
Yeah, let's see how it's going to break it all down onto the leaderboard here today. We got DuFN with 31 points, a 7-point.
4 kills, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it was more. I mean, if it's 25 points. 25 points might have been more than that, even 6 eliminations.
6 eliminations, if I could do math.
For DuFN in that first round, so really great work. Zafu here in second with 24 points. Time with Levi Bear. Going to be seeing Code Wordy with 22. Simba with 21. E-Man with 15. Hunt Dog with 14. Kazu with 13. Bray with 13 as well. Poncho and 10th holding down the line here today. Zodic, Alex, Moon X, Pulse, Moat, Ruse. Everyone still has a chance to get into the money, so do not give up just yet. No. Try to get yourself going. JJ Bros all the way down in 24th.
No,
you gotta rep the Mario Kart crew, which is gonna be tomorrow. If you want to play some Mario Kart World or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we're gonna be playing some Mario Kart action here at the HyperX Arena. So join us same time tomorrow, and you'll be able to get some cash money playing some Mario Kart as well. So if you want to put your hand into the cookie pot, and remember, the game gives you the items you need to succeed. You're not building anyone into a corner in Mario Kart. You can just come down, compete on the stage, and have a great time. It's a wonderful event with an amazing community.
It is an amazing community, and some of the best in the entire world come out here and play on any given Saturday. You don't know who will be in the house playing one of our favorite games, Mario Kart.
It's going to be a very, very fun time. I'm excited to get right back here because we didn't have any events last week. We had an amazing event, a fighting game championship, where a lot of people went home with a lot of money, might I say. So that was really cool to be able to watch that. I was watching the stream back at home.
Well, it was a great audience, man. At one point, there was over 10,000 consecutive viewers on there. So everybody liking those fighting games, especially some of the old school fighting games that were part of that tournament.
Yeah, 100%. You cannot go wrong there unless you're playing the new Hunter x Hunter fighting game. Then unfortunately, none of those games will ever be good in their existence, unfortunately. But you know what? I'm just super, super hyped to be back in the commentary booth, especially playing Fortnite whenever there's a new update. And that's one of the greatest things about this being on a Friday, is because a lot of these competitors, hey, you know what? They got to get ready. They got to get accustomed to how much damage that things do or don't do. Like I said, not a huge update unless you're playing the regular, fun Fortnite mode, not the ranked mode. But there's still a lot to enjoy here, especially when it comes down to how these players are utilizing their builds, because I'm loving the diversity in the weapons, at least so far.
And I'm loving the building. Yo, we have seen some incredible building. Some incredible things going on. These cat and mouse chases, round and round they go. Where it stops, nobody knows, because we're just chasing ourselves around this building.
Literally.
And building as we're running around the building, which is even more impressive.
Literally, non-stop, just putting up walls, going right around there, and we got to put out an absolute statement. No looking at the other competitors' screens. If we get any sort of reports there, you will be banned and you won't be able to participate. So remember, hey, if you see someone screen peeking, someone trying to give anyone some additional information, do not Don't do it. Because this is supposed to be a competitive tournament.
And it is a competitive tournament.
It
week
is.
in and week out, so don't be a cheater. No one likes them.
Yeah, you know what? And when you're cheating, it's not competitive. So
it's not competitive. I've never
If you need help to win, you shouldn't have won in the first place.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I've never understood hooking yourself up with aim bots and all of this. At
Me
the
either.
End,
Never
how do you
understood it.
feel good about that when it's all said and done? Look, one of the things, though, that I want to mention about this Fortnite Fortnite and when we get into Halloween, one thing that Call of Duty does really well is jump scares.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never seen Fortnite try to accomplish anything
I will never
close to
think
that.
there will ever be a jump scare here. I'm just saying.
It's too cartoony
It would
for
be,
it, right?
no, well, I think it would be possible, but I would hate to see a child be crying because they got jump scared. I remember the very first time I was playing zombies, and you look through the telescope, and then you look up, and then there's a jump scare on the zombies map. I got spooked. I was so scared when I was a youngins. I couldn't imagine what they'd feel like. It would be hilarious. But it'd be, I'd feel bad. I'd feel bad.
Well, that brings us to the next question: is how many of these horror film icons could they possibly have in this game? Because I don't think you're going to see Leatherface running around in Fortnite.
You wouldn't think so?
You wouldn't think so, but am I wrong?
I'm just saying. I'm also gonna be pulling out my wallet. They've got Art the Clown coming into Fortnite, which is
Terrifier?
The Terrifier, which is crazy. If you don't know what it is already, please, kids, do. Okay, I'm not gonna say more, but he's coming to the game. They have so many. I mean, Scooby-Doo, like I was referencing before. They got Doja Cat. They have Ghostface. So there's some icons which I wouldn't have ever. If you told me that Art the Clown was going to be in Fortnite, I would not believe you. I was like, that's staying in Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, I don't even know how that becomes a thing, but you know what? Fortnite,
it looks good, too.
I'm sure it does.
Call of Duty they have every single thing that Call of Duty does. Fortnite's doing better, man. I'm just saying.
Is he taller than the rest of the characters, though?
Imagine.
it would make sense, but it would be a little unfair. Snoop Dogg in Call of Duty was a little bit taller and had trouble going through windows.
That's funny. That's hilarious. And that's the great thing about Fortnite, though, that they try to make all the skins competitively viable, and they make sure that the rig is like the same for a lot of the competitors. I mean, granted, you have some of the skins, like the chicken skin where the hitbox is like 10 times your size. It happens. If you're going to play a goofy skin, you're going to win goofy games. Yeah. But they're introducing the repo skins, which I also really want. Cool. I enjoyed that game a lot. I think it's a lot of fun, and they actually just extended their legs out, so they're like super tall. It looks silly, but I think it's hilarious.
Can I get a little bit of that over here?
Please, Fortnite, put us into Unreal Engine 5 and make us taller. That's all I need.
I need to be taller.
Yeah, my profile needs to say over 6 feet, please.
Yeah.
But just talking about all the things that they're adding for these updates, they're adding Wednesday as well from the show, which is ridiculous. And honestly, the amount of content that they're putting out for this Halloween is just insane to me, because they usually add 1 or 2, horror icons and then call it a day, and then that's it. But now they said, you know what? We want money right now for some reason.
All right, you know what I need? I need the Great Pumpkin. Yes, Great Pumpkin from Charlie Brown. I need the Great Pumpkin to be a character in Fortnite.
Well, they got the Pumpkin King from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Not the same thing, but I get it.
It's almost there, I'd say. You're on the same road path there.
Tim Burton would say that his character is a little bit darker than the Peanuts character as far as theme is considered, because Tim Burton, that movie, it's funny. Is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie?
I was going to ask you that question. What do you believe it is?
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. That's I'm just going on that. I don't know.
I think Nightmare Before Christmas is definitely a Christmas movie. More than a Christmas movie than it is a Halloween movie.
All right, I can agree with that.
I think there's some spooky things in there, but for the most part, it's Christmas themed.
All right, is there a movie that you watch every Halloween?
Honestly, oh man, there's so many good ones.
Be a good one, is it?
So many good ones out there. No, it is. My all-time favorite Halloween movie is probably it's called, oh no, where's the name? I think my favorite.
I'm the old one.
I know. Hold on, I actually have to look this up. I have to actually.
All right, while you look that up, the movie that I watch every year, ever since the early 2000s, has been Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. Some people think it's corny,
there it is.
But it scares the heck out of me.
Which one was it? Sorry.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
I've never watched that before, actually.
Great movie.
I will put it on my list, but I finally found the name. This was my all-time favorite movie. It hasn't aged well, but I love it. A Scary Godmother. That was my all-time favorite Halloween movie. Next to the Halloween Town movies, I absolutely love those as well.
Next, he's going to tell us Hocus Pocus is his second favorite.
What's my second favorite?
No, I'm saying Hocus Pocus is.
Oh, no. I don't think I remember the last time I watched Hocus Pocus, but Halloween Town, I think, is a classic. And then I would say, Scary Godmother is just, I watched it every single Halloween. It is such a timeless classic, in my opinion. It is of its age, but I love it. I love it. And I just heard that they have a question for us. What are you dressing up as for Halloween, Logan?
What am I dressing up
Yes.
as? Look, I am a costume in and of myself each and every single day.
You can't
when
dress
I
up
wake
as
and walk
Logan
out.
Summit.
I'll be Tony Stark's dad.
That's
what I'm
actually
gonna
such.
be.
That's wild. That's a good one.
I mean, it works. I don't have to do anything.
No,
really.
you gotta just
put a tie on.
Yeah, that's it.
got
That's
this.
easy. You know what?
What are you gonna be?
I like that one. I like that one. You know, I was contemplating. I know we have the Ren Fair, and I was gonna make something for that. Unfortunately, I didn't even realize it was this weekend.
It is this
so,
weekend.
I hope they're all doing okay with the rain. Oh man,
The Ren Fair just became the Rain Fair.
It did.
Tip your bartenders and your waitresses as well. We'll be here all weekend. Let's get into it. It's time for round number 2. It's Friday Night Frags. Let's see if Dew can keep the momentum moving forward and grab another win. We're checking in on our good friend from Spain, Madrid, right now.
Yes, we are. DJ Madrid, a little bit struggling getting up this tower, but now they're able to grab some really nice lure. Got that, oh no.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what? Oh, I don't know if there's a technical issue going on here, but I saw Jay's face getting eliminated to Jay's face, so I don't know what happened there. Didn't see it was fall damage, but DJ Madrid going to be able to grab some loot. Limit DJ once again going down.
Down and out for the count right now. Poncho has 0 kills, still trying to grab those mats and get those items that you need. They need a lot right now.
Yes, they do. Gonna pop some small shields and then go for those tankers. Great job there. Levi Bear already starting us out, bringing us down to 26 players. Poncho gonna be able to grab some more nice leaves because they're leaving the worst part of their last match in the past. They're able to grab some more logs for themselves. Sweeper shotgun in the bank. Delarus going to have 40 shields, but this is the first time we've seen someone drop and they have nothing in their inventory already.
I know, absolutely nothing. Please, somebody come find Delarus. They are easy for the picking right now. Hopefully, they're going to be able to find themselves a way station where they can grab something, anything. I mean, literally, they will grab the worst gun in the game and be very happy with it. I would have to say that would be a white or gray SMG.
Oh, and one of my favorite guns in the game right here, right now, going to have a little bit of a spectator glitch. It's not that crazy of a weapon, but the MK7.
Yes.
Absolutely love it. That red dot sight is an absolute laser. As we see a little bit of a build battle going to be happening here. Remember, it's the beginning of the game. It is early game.
Early.
It is farming simulator right now, and we are already into another build battle fight. Levi Bear already has one elimination. Poncho doesn't want to get eliminated here today, so they're going to be able to grab some bricks and try to just tunnel their way into safety, because if they don't, it's going to be a really bad time. Poncho taking some shots onto these nice staircases, but unfortunately not going to find any damage on the Levi.
And Levi is not going to go and chase them. You know what? Levi's like, I'm just going to build up my little humble abode over here and be happy. But they still have their eyes on Poncho. They're grabbing that WAP, that weapons and positioning, getting up high so that they have the correct position to rain down bullets all around. And Levi almost getting hit for his efforts.
Yeah, almost. Basketball Kid once again going into the early fights here today. Got that Fury assault rifle, but in these close quarter combat fights, the Sentinel just does so much better work.
Oh, Basketball Kid takes one to the face.
I told you, Hot Dog having that green Sentinel just opened up that arch and just said, hello, peekaboo. Do you want a trick or treat? You get a trick instead. And here's the trick. Teleport back into the lobby screen. Basketball Kid, a little bit of a rough comeback into this week's event. And we've seen them take a little bit of a hiatus, but now running it back. Hopefully they'll be able to lock in for the next round.
Yeah, Hunt Dog right now was up there trying to decide what they're going to do. Zafu still trying to grab some mats and also a little bit better weapons. You say blue's okay, and I
like
know
blues.
it is. It's all right.
I think they're better than green, and they are.
They are better than green, but they're not as good as purple.
No, they are not. And purple is my favorite color, so I got to agree with you somewhere here, Logan. But
well, don't make a habit out of it. People will start wondering.
Zafu going to be grabbing some more mats. Remember, metal is the toughest one to break through, but it also takes the longest to put up. So that's not what what you're going to be seeing these competitors really utilize throughout this tournament. First and foremost, they want to put down those wooden logs so that it comes up a lot faster and they're able to box them in and potentially get those edits, put out extra damage, and then they go down and use the stronger mats once the build battles slow down. Kiki, do you love me? Bray is getting another elimination on Amin College, bringing us down to 24 players left.
And I do believe that's Bray's second kill thus far, so they're already doing some work as we are just about to get into the second storm. I mean, we've had all the time right now, and we've gotten some kills on the board. Like Pidgey just said, we're down to 24 players out of the initial 29. Here's Gifted Yeet trying to find themselves a gift.
Going to be able to open up and found themselves a nice bounce pad here today. Going to be able to get themselves up into the sky. Great mobility. I literally went through an entire ranked game without picking up one of them, trying to just feel how it feels without any cars or anything else. But you got to have those bounce pads. If you don't, you're going to have a bad time. As we're saying, Pro E-Man, unfortunately, getting a little bit awkward with those angles. Going to have to now throw down another bounce pad. As we see Delarose go down to Kazu.
Yeah, going down to Kazu right now, so we're down to 23 competitors. Pro grabbing themselves a legendary weapon. That's going to work out well for them.
Pro E-Man going to be able to get that golden OXR. I do believe, as you're seeing, every single competitor, that's their assault rifle of choice. It's a very huge clip, so you're able to just light into walls nonstop. You're able to break down walls really easily, as well as being able to say, hey, I don't need to reload for the next half hour. 21 bonus!
With a huge kill on Bray. What a big dive, and that's how you get it done. That's their first kill of the day. Well, of the game.
Wow.
That was huge.
What? They just jumped right onto them, boxed them in. Literally,
from the top rope.
Bray's looking around like, who put these walls down? I don't remember doing that. And then, boom, able to just land that shotgun shot into the assault rifle shots. We're right back to OTX. Will they blunder another round? Let's see.
Yeah, because they were on top of the world, Mom, on top of the world. And then just like that, their hopes and dreams were crushed right before us on the screen.
Zafu going to be the one that they're contesting at this point. I do believe OTX just knows that they don't really want to go into this fight, so they're just biding their time and potentially just hoping that they'll be able to get a trade of damage at least somewhere, somehow, and just keeping themselves safe in this nice 3x3 so far. So OTX playing extremely safe, probably still a little bit of PTSD from that previous round where they literally had everything going for them, and unfortunately, the only thing they didn't have going for them was their own accuracy.
Yeah, and on the flip side of the coin, we had Code Wordy on the hunt. Hopefully, they'll find somebody to kill OTX and Zafu. OTX will not commit. Zafu has not found an just throw down a door and open it up.
That's the only way. That's the one way you got to do it. Hey, break down the wall, put up a wall, put up a door. You know what? You got to build a house somehow. You can't be arguing roommates forever, because if you are, it's going to be a tough time once you get out of that situation. But we're going to be seeing Zafu still landing some shots, trying their best to put out any sort of damage to make it easier to break down these walls and control them. But OTX, really a nice talent to watch throughout this match so far. So, I mean, throughout these 2 rounds, we're going to be seeing a lot of damage landing, and you're seeing, once again, the patience of OTX paying off. But I don't want to put all my marbles onto them just yet.
Yeah, but patience is a virtue, and they're showing it right now. Zafu able to get themselves almost all the way back up to 100 shield. They've only got 70 and 92 health, so they're going to need a little bit of work done there if they want to get back into this with OTX. Levi Bear taking out DJ Madrid.
Levi Bear is on a tear right now.
Yes.
I mean, even last week we saw them. They were able to grab a top 3 spot, and now going into this week has truly shown, for some reason, they got coached by someone somehow, and they are just non-stop backing down. They are literally going into these fights over and over and over again. It's a different kind of bear that we're seeing out there.
Yeah, they're feeling themselves today, and as well they should, because they are playing very, very well. We're only into round number 2. 21 competitors left out of the initial 29, and we've got a battle right now between OTX and Zafu.
Zafu just trying to land a little bit of damage, but not able to find it just yet. And that's what I'm talking about. Timing, timing, timing. If you want to think about this as a Western, you can, because it's literally da-da-da, waiting for the wall to fall down and trying to land a shot through that split second that you have. And it's such a tough thing to try and line up your timing with.
All right, right now, Code Wordy has Hunt Dog underneath them, trying to get down there and grab this kill. Let's see if Code Wordy can get it done. Zafu and OTX are still battling for it right now. Ruse got a big kill.
Oh, and now going to be still seeing this confrontation. Zafu at 50%, 50 HP in that shield department. Make it 50 HP in general, as they're going to have to pop another small shield. OTX is not backing down. They are trying to confirm this elimination. Code Wordy is now fighting in the storm. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Zafu popping down those bounce bats. Going to be able to go 1, 2, and having that Flowberry Fizz. Anti-gravity gets them away, and Hunt Dog, unfortunately, is going to be in the doghouse as Code Wordy picks up 1.
Yeah, man. Who let the dogs out? Well, Code Wordy did.
Who? Oh, sorry, who?
No, Code Wordy.
Oh, okay, got you. Zafu, though, gonna be here, grabbing that med kit, going to be able to get themselves right back healed up and away from that confrontation. I was really hoping to see a conclusion to that fight, especially like we've been talking about.
Right.
It's very long build battles between these competitors. They are not rushing, they are waiting, and they want to make sure that they're going into these fights with the best situation possible. They're not rushing it. They're not just running up to people like we're seeing right now. We're seeing them try to take their time the best they can. 6-7 Endy is going to be here, going to be able to go against Rivdog. Rivdog, a very weakly competitor. They are seasoned and they are ready to go, trying to confirm this one. Endy loses out. Oh no, gets stuck on that bounce pad, and now going to be able to reclaim their build. Finds a med kit, please.
No, they didn't pick it up, and they fell down the other side of the mountain. They've got some shield, but that is not going to be enough. Did you see 6-7? They got Rivdog. They blocked them out of their jump pad, and now Rivdog is all over 6-7.
But Endy is landing a lot more of their shots here today. They're going to be able to break off, throw a reverser. Endy, once again, the one who should have lost that fight, Rivdog, got him to only their health bar, a 3rd HP. And they're once again able to turn it all around.
They turned it all around, and Ruse with that 1 kill right now and a pretty decent loadout. They could use a health pad or...
Yes, they could.
Yeah, they could.
They could.
They
but,
really could.
Unfortunately, at this point, only having those big shields, which probably the best case situation when you're you know what, trying to build yourself up a nice little fortress like we're seeing here today. Having a ton of big shields, those 50 apiece, it will keep you healthy for a long time. Once again, seeing the OXR, Sentinel, and Wrecker Revolver combination, that nerf has not made anyone back down from utilizing it, as we see Bowser Jr. going to be confirmed eliminated. Apparently, Abdo is going to be able to grab that one.
And Bowser Jr. will live to fight in round number 3. 0 kills. They were our round number 1 winner. And right now, they're just kind of taking their time. How do you feel about their loadout?
Look, once again, like I said, got the double wombo combination.
Yeah, they got it.
Sentinel with the Wrecker Revolver, double pump, going to be the majority meta throughout a lot of these competitors' loadouts, because at this point, I would say if you're going for the assault rifle route, that's only good for tearing down walls. But if you have 2 of these shotguns and you're able to burst on through and be aggressive, and I do believe from the bottom of my heart, if you go into a build battle and you're trying to play on defense, that's the worst spot to be, in my opinion. Because if you just see someone rush in and then boom, boom, you're done. You can't react to it fast enough.
No, you're absolutely right. It's literally point.
Oh!
Ruse goes down to Kazu, and Pro gets a kill on Zotac.
Really great work by Kazu there. Just dropped them down, said, hey, you know what? That was a nice floor you made there. It'd be a shame if someone was right in front of it when it comes all crumbling down, as they're able to confirm that one. Great job. Poncho going to be running away from this situation here today. Remember, eliminations, you got to grab them. You can't be running away 24/7 in these fights, because you got to be able to grab these eliminations. If you're trying to make more money here today, it awards the ones who are aggressive, the ones who are going for the fights. His vote is going down to Zafu.
And I do believe maybe 6-7 is around there as well. We've got some Zafu 6-7 battle going on right now as we're down to 14 competitors.
We see them editing these rooftops. They control it for the time being. Tries to hit it, but no, that rooftop is going to be controlled by MV. Put down a metal barrier between themselves, so that's actually a really great play there. Going to be seeing Zafu dropping down into this corner. Going to be able to reload, get themselves going. Has a bounce pad for the exit if they do so choose. But it looks like both of these competitors are going to go on their merry way.
Yeah, I think they basically gave themselves a little bit of a handshake and said, well, I'll see you around sometime, buddy.
Yeah, the storm is scary. You said it, Logan. You got to stop fighting in the storm. You're going to get a cold and you're going to be sad.
Oh, look at Dew. He's got OTX down there, two of our top competitors today. Let's see if Dew decides to push it real good and do that salt and pepper imitation.
What will they do here today, Logan?
I don't know. It seems like they're just going to chill.
Yeah,
I don't know how much I agree with that.
Yeah, well, it's almost winter time, and they are currently on top of a snowy mountain, so chilling is the only thing they probably can do at this point. Once again, Sentinel with that Wrecker Revolver going to not have the option of playing shooting them from very far away, but are they just going to go full aggressive mode? It looks like it. Going to be popping the Flowberry once they get far away so that they don't hear that utilization. Code word, he's going to be dropping down on a Kazu. Kazu having 2 eliminations. They don't want to go down right here, right now. Right side of the screen. Let's break it down here today. DuFN is going to be the one being extremely aggressive against OTX. They're going to be able to build up and put down an astronomical amount of walls here today, as they're going to be able to get themselves into a winning position. Kazu has to find an opportunity to heal and put down a lot of these big shields, and they are able to, but a third party's ready for them on that left screen.
And you know what? If it wasn't Dew, I'd say, please don't go against OTX right now, because they have been showing themselves to be a top-notch competitor today. But Dew winning round number 1, I want to see what they can do right here.
I agree with you. If you're going to be holding on to that crown, you got to show why you are king of the map, as we're currently seeing DuFN trying to edit through these walls, but unfortunately not going to be able to do it just yet. Tries to put up something, but not going to be able to lay it down. Kazu going for the bricks, as you see this confrontation end in a very anticlimactic way. Kazu going to be running away from that third-party situation.
Run away, run away, run away, Kazu, as Dew and OTX are in the mix. Today has been one of the heaviest build battleless games that we've seen in a while, man.
Oh, yeah. No, Zafu confirming that one on the pulse. And you're not joking. Like, these competitors, they're playing it so safe in these build battles. They're saying, hey, you know what? Just because I got shot once, that doesn't mean it's over. I can just keep on moving myself side to side. But it is over for OTX in 13th place. DuFN did not just give up. They stormed on through and was able to put down the work.
Yeah, they got it done, and now they got their first kill. We're down to 12 competitors, down to 29. They are in the storm right now, as we are in the middle of our 6th storm. We're down to 12 competitors, so again, a very quick game. People are moving, people are schmoving, as you would say, and everybody's trying to get their groove on to grab a kill and grab a first place victory royale.
It's 25 points, so if you're in any spot in this lobby right now, in this top 12, you grab first place, you are skyrocketing up the leaderboard. But unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing a Moon be able to do that as they try to put down wall after wall after wall, but 6-7 is there to end Moon X's run here today in 12th place.
Again, Moon X seeing the sidelines a little bit earlier than we'd like to see, but maybe 6-7 with a win. If they could beat out Dew and 11 more or 10 more competitors, they will be victorious. Dew still on the move. He's got 1 kill to their name right now. They did win round number 1, trying to get those mats for this end battle as we get into this top 10.
UFN sliding right on down. They got the Dune set up, remember. So, hey, you know what? You don't want to be dealing with the Dune soldiers. I might tell you that much. If you haven't already watched the Dune movies, though, they are so good. So good.
Well, the second one was good.
It was.
First
the first
one was slow.
Yes. Shooting a movie in COVID, not an easy task, to say the least. And why that base was so empty, we will never know. I'll give you 10 hints. But we're going to be seeing Pro E-Man, unfortunately, whiffing their shot against Kazu. They're going to have to box themselves in and go 1 by 1, but it doesn't even matter. You can't keep Kazu out, especially when it's 2 a.m. They're going to be able to grab their third elimination of this round.
Yeah, they knocked on the door and said, really? You don't have full-size Snickers? Oh, I'm not happy with this.
No.
We are down to the 10. Apparently still in the mix. Good to see them. They went on a little bit early last round. Poncho right now with 0 kills, but they are in the top 10, trying to find out where their next move will be.
Yeah, just peeking their head out, checking these corners, making sure that they're safe, because at this point, there is no reason for you to go out and try to go into a build battle, because a majority of these competitors have already put down their little structures, and they're just waiting for the storm to push them all in ever closer. Gifted Yeet playing it a little bit too close to the storm for my comfort, but they're going to be able to slowly but surely grab some more mats, grab some more wooden logs, and then work their way closer to this this entire group that's already in the storm.
Yeah, see, we're down to the last 10, and we're in the 7th storm right now, and this is where it slows down a little bit.
Yes.
We got to wait for the storm to do exactly what the storm does and push everybody together so they can do a little dance tonight. But Gifted Yeet, everybody knows where he is. He's getting 4 parties right now.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, playing it too close to the storm, and everyone else is already in the circle. So now you're trying to get into the club of coolness, but unfortunately they say, hey, no, Gifted G, you were out there in the storm. You're not going to be able to join us here today in the top 10 club. But Gifted Yeet is going down into this 10th place spot. Hope to see you relock in and know exactly what went on in that situation. Hey, if you're going to be playing it so close to the storm, you got to realize if all these competitors are already into the safety Sea Bear circle, you're going to find yourself onto the receiving end of a ton of damage.
And like I was saying earlier, you want to be first. As that storm closes in, you want to be the first one to make that move and get there so that you can start your build. You can put up the walls, and you can tear anybody else down who's trying to run around.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, because if you have to put down walls after walls after walls getting shot at by 5 different people, you're going to lose that battle, unfortunately.
Big battle over here on our left-hand screen. Do was going after Code Wordy, but thought better of it.
Zafu is going to be now holding on to the edge of the storm, grabbing some more bricks from these rocks. Kazu flying up into the sky, going to be dropping on down, trying to shake their head so that their head is a little bit harder to shoot at, as they do put down their nice 2x2. Has to pop these big, these small shields, as we do have some Flowberry into the bank. They're probably going to utilize the majority of that, or if not all of it, to get themselves right back up to 100 and a little bit less on their HP mark.
Yeah, Levi with 2 kills to their name. Not the best loadout we've seen from them thus far. 6-7 right now. Endy up on top, looking down at everybody, trying to keep that high ground locked down. Code Wordy hiding in the attic.
Yes, they are just taking a little bit of time to hop, skip, and jump, hop, over and over and over.
It's not Easter.
Hey, it is not just yet. It is not just yet. I mean, there's been some spooky Easter Bunny stuff. You know,
there definitely has been.
They could be cosplaying. You don't know. You don't know.
True.
But like I said before, until the storm makes you move, you just say, hey, I'm going to wait for my moment to shine, as you see DuaFN flying on top of the world, and then just landed onto the other side of all of these builds.
All right, that was very Macho Man Savage of them from the top rope. Everybody's down on the ground, and let's find out who has what it takes to get this victory.
DuaFN going to keep themselves safe, just a little bit low on those shields, but Levi Bear a little bit low in their health bar. Poncho going to be taking a little bit of damage as well, but all of these competitors have to work their way up the side of the mountain, as we see 2 a.m. Kiki going to be going down to Kazu here. And now with the climb, you're going to be hoping that Miley Cyrus is on top of this mountain singing to you, because it's going to be a battle trying to get up this mountain.
Yeah, they'll be coming around the corner when they come if they don't get bullets to the face on the way up. Levi Bear tucking in right now. Endy's got 3 kills, and they are climbing. They're doing the Skywalker thing. This is what I love to see.
Oh, but they Oh, they overshot it just a tiny bit. Apparently, Apto's going to be going down to the Storm. Endy taking a ton of damage there. No med kits, so they're going to be realizing that that decision might have been the detriment of this entire round and not grabbing that Victory Royale crown. As Code Wordy once again going to be low on the health bar. Zafu slides right on in and able to confirm that one. 3 elimination. Drops on down to the bottom layer, and now trying to fight for their life as the Storm is going to be taking it all away. It just sucks the life force out of them as Kazu going to be able to confirm that one. Brings us to a top 5 situation.
Man, that was huge from Kazu right there, getting it done. And now we are down 5 competitors.
4
competitors.
Endy died to the Storm.
Endy died to the Storm again. I thought we had this discussion already.
No, we did not have it enough. Apparently, the mountain is stopping a lot of these mats getting put down. Everyone's having to climb on top of the mountain and going to have to slide right back down the mountain. So who is going to take this opportunity and be the king of the hill?
The one who gets to the summit first.
Oh, and Kazu was there first, but Levi says, no, no, no. You're not fast enough as Poncho goes down in 3rd place. DoFN's going to be able to pick up that one. It's Levi Bear versus DoFN. DoFN was our previous round victor. Levi Bear going for the jump shot, and they're going to stick DoFN into the Storm, and Levi Bear able to steal that crown away from DoFN.
That was huge. That's exactly what Levi Bear needed to get themselves into the right mindset and keep that momentum moving forward. Taking a little bit of momentum from Do, but don't count them out. They came in 2nd place.
No, they did not. I think that's the best way to have it. You have the previous round winner,
right.
and then Levi Bear being able to be there for those last moments and say, hey, if you're not going to win this build battle, all I have to do is slide to the side of the mountain. Boom! Able to land a couple shots. DoFN tries to jump out of their build, but when you jump up in the sky, you got a little bit of that anti-grab going on, and unfortunately makes it a little bit easier for Levi to land those shots. Confirm it, put it in the bank, 25 points for Levi Bear.
Well, here's the thing, is sometimes it does not pay to jump off of your perch.
Thing isn't in the game yet.
It doesn't pay to jump off of your perch sometimes. You got to use that high ground to your advantage, and we just saw that. They came off there like, I got it. Oh, hold on, maybe not.
No, aim for the bushes. And
aim for the bushes, exactly.
And then guess what? What was on the side of the mountain was Levi Bear waiting for them with a shotgun shot to the face, able to put the crown on their head and says, hey, you got to keep better track of all of your people if you're going to try and keep control of this kingdom.
Now, if we can keep everything going and moving, I would love to see 6-7 grab a win too.
Yeah,
right
really
here.
unfortunate ending for them.
I would love to know what they're thinking, where their head is at, because you got to stay locked in, and it's hard sometimes when you make mistakes like that, especially towards the end of the game, and a game that they were very, very dominant in.
Yes, they were, and we'll see how dominant they were with the scoreboard coming up. If you don't know where you're placed, look at the screen right here, right now. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're part of Valhalla, look at the screen as well to see where you have to go next. We got DoFN going to be still in 1st place, which makes sense. You know what? It's only 23 points instead of 25. Grabbing that 2nd place, finished with 56. But look at Levi Bear. Look at that. 53 points in 2nd place. Zafu having an astronomical drop there, 13 points away from DoFN, and 10 points away from Levi Bear, going down to Simba, Kazu, Code Wordy, Poncho, E-Man, Bray, and Hunt Dog. Hunt Dog holding down the line with 23 points. Moon X in 11th place with 21. Apparently Abdo and Kiki, they're going to be very close to that 10th place spot. But remember, it's still anyone's game. There's 3 more rounds to go. So if you're able to have a good 3rd round, good 4th round, and a good 5th round, you will find yourself in the money. Do not count yourself out just yet.
I believe in you. You should believe in yourself too, because that's the only way that
have
you're
your
going
biases?
to get it done. 2 is on my good side today, but you are not. You're on the right.
Yes, which is the right side to be, as we are going to be seeing what these competitors' game plan changes into, because especially when you see that you dropped in a certain location, it didn't work, blah, 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 you didn't get great loot, remember to try and experiment with different locations, different spots, especially when you're seeing that a lot of the things that you have in the regular Fortnite mode is not translated over to the competitive mode. You got to figure out, how do I get the best loot as fast as possible and get myself myself into these fights as fast as I can because it's so important to do that, especially at the beginning of the game when you realize, hey, potentially I can find someone, catch them off guard. They might have not been farming mats and able to just rely on your accuracy, and that's it.
All right, well, we're going to find out who is going to make the adjustments to get themselves in a better position in the next round. Round number 3 coming up in just a bit, live from the HyperX Arena.
Fortniters? This is Logan, and I'm riding my Pidgey as we get ready for round number 3 of this amazing tournament. Currently, we've had 2 different victors so far. We got DuFN and Levi Bear leading the pack in those 3 points difference between these 2 competitors. So we'll see how this is going to end up by the end of this tournament. My goodness, I always love to see a little bit of a different winner on every round.
Yeah, I'd love to see a different winner every single round. But to do that, you can't die in the storm.
It's literally passive. You know what? If I saw danger right there, I'd be like, you know what? I don't want to go over there.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
I'm just saying, for a lot of these Fortnite competitors, never put them into a horror movie because they'll see, oh, you're stabbing people? Oh my goodness. Let me run over there and take damage. I'm so excited to do so. And unfortunately, when you're taking damage and you don't have med kits and you're going into the late game and you're not able to get yourself into safety, you're making all the wrong choices.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared with the items for that end game.
They don't have any pairs in this game.
And we've talked about the fact that you have to prepare for the end game before. And some of these players have not been properly prepared, and we're seeing what's happening towards the end.
Yeah, if you don't eat your fruits, you're not gonna win either.
Yeah, and as Dave will tell you downstairs, there's no such thing as a fruit. He said that earlier. I'm just quoting. Yeah, go over and ask him. He'll give you the explanation on why there's no such thing as a fruit.
Need to know the explanation on that one. And if you haven't already, grab some food. Remember, it's $5 unlimited soda refills as well. The best deal you'll ever get, in my opinion, and especially when you're down here on the strip.
I don't know if you smelt it during the last round, but somebody got some food, and I was like, can we take a break real quick?
Yeah,
I'm getting hungry. My mouth's watering. It's getting all juicy.
Whenever we get to do another Hot Wings challenge, I'm just saying that is the day where I'll be happy again. Yes. Because those wings, that sauce, so good. My mouth was numb, but I was sad. The whole reason I was sad my mouth was numb is because I couldn't taste the sauce. It was so good.
After a while, look, if you didn't see that, you can go back and check it out on VOD. That's video on demand if you're an old person like me. And you can see we had a wing after every round, and those wings were hot.
They were hot.
There were a lot of rounds. And by the end of it,
it was sweat, tears,
couldn't taste
slobber. And also, remember to clip your favorite highlight, and then we're going to be able to feature your clip next week, and you'll be able to get credit for being able to be the one to feature your favorite moments from this one, previous weeks, whichever one in October. If you want to be featured, please remember to clip your favorite moments from these events, and we'll be able to feature all of those in a beautiful compilation put together by our production, and you'll be credited right there into the corner and get yourself known as the best clipper ever.
Yes, and let's take this time to thank our production team and all of the staff here at the HyperX Arena for doing a great job each and every single day that they come to work with a smile on their face, getting it done. We can't make the esports happen without them.
No, we can't.
So thank you to everybody behind the scenes doing it. We're just 2 idiots up here talking.
That's what we do, and they're down there doing the technical work, trying to make sure that you're going to have a great tournament and get yourself into the battle bus and get yourself landed into your favorite spot on the map.
Make sure you thank the battle bus driver. Just saying.
Someone was pointing out, like, why do we really do that? Let's be honest here.
Because you get some, like, bonus points, I think.
You know,
it's like experience, I think.
Well, the whole story behind it was, like, there was a kid that always thanked them when they, dropped out of the bus.
That's a good kid.
Good kid, and they were sick, etc. You can fill in the rest of the blanks, and very sad story, but that's why they added that whole mechanic in the first place. So I think that's cute that's just been a thing throughout time and space when it comes to Fortnite.
Way to take a negative and try to make it a positive, and that's what video game communities are all about.
Yeah, same exact thing that happened with Silk Song. I just got to the part where there was a huge fan of Hollow Knight. They were sick. Their name was Seth. They added a whole character named Seth into the game that you're able to fight them. It's a whole boss fight, and then once you hear the story behind it, it just makes you super duper sad. So honestly, I love that there's so many things that these gaming studios do to just give a shout out to all the people that support them and make them what they are today. Because if you told me 10 years ago that Fortnite was still going to be around and still be one of the most popular games in the world, Would have you believed me, Logan?
No, because this isn't even supposed to be the game. This is a placeholder. This Battle Royale mode was supposed to be a placeholder for what the original Fortnite game was going to be. But now we get this awesome Battle Royale, and we're about to drop in round number 3. Friday night Fortnite Frags here at the HyperX Arena. We've got 28 competitors fighting at the bit to be numero uno. We've had we've had Levi Bear. Now, will you be able to scare away the competition and put yourself into a great place?
Well, Logan, I can't
first?
do that.
No,
you said you.
I know you can't.
Yeah, well, you pointed at me.
Yeah, well, you can't, but these competitors can.
Me and College going to be dropping all the way onto the outskirts. They've had an unfortunate run-in round after round, so I don't blame them saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to enjoy myself onto this island. Do not bother me. I'm just going to loot and be safe as best as I can, and then do whatever I can to try and succeed. As we see DuFN on the screen, they're gonna have that Zoe from the K-pop Demon on her skin. Let's
Very
go.
nice.
Gotta shout out the rep right there. I just watched that movie this week, actually, finally, because it's like the most watched Netflix movie ever,
yeah,
which is
apparently
crazy. Insane. It was pretty good though. I mean, it was super simple, straightforward. It did it all extremely well. That Sony Animation Studios though.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What a team. Their animation is ridiculous. If anything, if you take anything away from that movie, that animation is so good.
All right, well, I'm going to have to go home and watch it. No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't.
Why do you hate animation so much,
I don't
Logan?
hate animation.
Yes, you
I
do.
Just
You
hate
haven't
your
even
kids' animation.
No.
Come
You
on,
haven't even watched SpongeBob yet. Come on.
I've watched a few of them, but
Only a few is not enough. I was just watching a clip on Twitter recently, and I was like laughing last night. It's just the jokes are still hilarious. It's unironically the funniest, most well-written comedy show on the planet, in my opinion.
Well, I'm glad that you think so.
It's the truth.
I got to get through it.
4 seasons, that's all I'm saying.
Smiling Friends is coming back, or it just came back.
It did, and it's not even nearly as funny as SpongeBob.
Don't tell me that.
Not even nearly as funny as SpongeBob, in my opinion.
All right, well, we'll
I
find
love
out.
Smiling Friends, but I will put it out here. SpongeBob, the first 4 seasons, that is unironically peak comedy.
All right, well, we'll find out which is better, Smiling Friends, or if it's SpongeBob. If you're in chat, you might as well put down your opinion.
Tell me how I'm telling the truth, please. I would love it. You know, next week you already know what I'm dressing up as. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's going to be SpongeBob, is it?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to be walking into this booth
Well,
and you won't even know.
If you get me a Patrick, maybe I'll have to dress up.
You know what? If you get done with that first 4 seasons, I might, Logan. I might do it for you.
All right, well, let's find out what happens here with Jay Safeface. I think I said that correctly. Levi Bear right now.
That's JJ Bros.
That's JJ Bros?
Yeah, Jay Safeface.
Jay Safeface. All right, changing up the name. I get it. We did get a kill somewhere along the line. We're down to 27 players. And it's good. JJ Bros was having a little bit of technical difficulties. Great to see the staff here being able to get him right back up and ripping into this next game. We are in round number 3 right now of Frags number 168.
Ooh-wee. Jay's a face going to be here, and yeah, that's a face on the back bling that I don't want to see, Logan. But,
oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed.
Is that? Yeah,
that's what they spent money on. That's what they spent money on, all right? You know what? Now we get to be relentless. That's all I'm saying. I know it's their first ever. They're from the Mario Kart scene. They've joined us here today for some Friday Night Frags. But Jay's a face going to be going for a little bit of long shots here, going to be getting up onto that high ground situation and having the skibbity toilet back bling, and I will never respect them ever again as a human being, unfortunately. Yeah. Sorry it happens like that. I am sorry.
I didn't even want to say it out loud just because, really?
You have to. Say it 3 times, and they'll actually appear right beside you.
No, don't do that, especially not in the bathroom with the lights off.
Yeah, that would be horrifying. I would cry.
Is that what all the kids are doing?
I would cry.
We used to say candy, man, candy. All right, so that's not a thing anymore?
No,
all right.
no.
Skippity bee toilet, you kids.
Oh, man. What a change of generations. Am I right, Logan?
Oh, yeah. LeBron versus Michael all day long out here as Basketball Kid has jumped and landed on top of a building. Let's see if Basketball Kid can get their trajectory in the right place and get that momentum going. 6-7 has found him, though.
Gonna be able to get a great trade between these two competitors. Great shot there as well. The Wrecker Revolver, I don't see what they nerfed about it, but they can say the stats all they want. Basketball Kid is putting this weapon to work. As 6-7 Endy going to be now stuck into the storm as we see them dropping onto the right side. Gonna be able to break on right on through, but will they be able to put out a little bit more damage? The storm could be the thing that ends up taking out Endy as they're stuck there. Basketball Kid, you can just let them suffer in the storm if you want, but no, it looks like they do have a little bit of heals that they're going to be able to pop that med kit.
Oh man, 6-7 needs to get themselves out of this place. Basketball Kid absolutely needs this kill to put themselves in the right direction.
Delarose is going to get eliminated to fall damage, and now Endy. Look at this. Both of their health bars going to be extremely similar now because Basketball Kid took too much time trying to at least break on through to these builds, as they are still going to be able to find a little bit more damage, trim up Endy's health.
Yeah, right now, Basketball Kid trying to break on through to the other side like Jim Morrison, and 6-7 trying to make it not happen. Man, this is one of those build battles where everybody's just running around in a circle.
Yeah, I don't think Endy might not have a lot more heals left, but they do actually are able to pop some splashes, get themselves right back up, and this is what Endy does best. They have reverse swept every fight they've been in. So they literally are just waiting for their moment to strike. As you can see, goes for the jump shot onto the right side, does not land it, but now we're gonna be seeing Basketball Kid. I told you!
You called it, bro, you called it. 6-7 taking out Basketball Kid with patience.
Yeah, well, I hope they didn't use patience, because then Basketball Kid would be going home sick. But a really great job from Endy once again to just say, hey, I'm gonna wait it out. I'm not going to rush this. Just because I took a few shots to the head doesn't mean I'm not able to think about a plan, and I'm gonna be able to succeed. And they've done that every round so far. Ridiculous.
Now, here's Bray. Bray has been having quite a day today. They need to get themselves a win, and if they could take out Do right here, that would be really big, as Do is on the hunt, not letting Bray get away quite yet.
As you can see, what they're doing there is shooting the trampoline pads, because when you do that, it deflates, makes it a lot more difficult to try and catch back up with the other player that you're trying to chase down. As you're seeing, DoFN not going to be able to catch up to Bray here today, and really going to be able to pop this big shield and hopefully not have to deal with a situation where DoFN will find them out.
And that was some great movement by Bray to get away from Do, as we check in on Valhalla and Pulse, as Kazoo is taking out Bowser Jr.
You see this box going to be able to grab some good loot there. Almost maxed out into the mats department as well. Got that Sentinel, got the Wrecker Revolver, OXR. I would just say commit to the close range battle, especially when you're realizing how important it is to have those shields as well. Having 3 weapon slots, it always puts me on edge, at least.
Well, I understand that completely. And by the way, I do want to point out that this round number 3 has been a little bit slower gameplay. We're seeing people be a little bit more thoughtful, not as excited to get into the battle. Don't know whether that's going to work out or not for these competitors, but Code Wordy has Overwatch on the map.
Yeah, and that's what usually happens week after week. When you get to this 3rd round, you have to just say, okay, I'm going to take a step back, try to figure out what the next move is, and then try and land your shots, just like we see Pulse do against DPG here today. DoFN has really been on a rip and tear. I swear this is not the regular competitor that we've seen week in and week out. So to see them on top of the leaderboards, it's great to have them really just show up and show down, especially like you're seeing, putting up this nice 3x3, immediately builds themselves some space away from Kazoo, lands that first shot, and they are just doing such great work in these 1v1s. I am just truly blown away by their skill this week.
Yeah, DoFN definitely stepping up to the plate and showing out, showing these competitors what they are made of. And right now trying to show Kazoo that they are a better competitor, using a little bit of shield right there, and they definitely needed it.
I would throw those splashes down. You know what? You can always loot up more.
But there you go.
When you can't loot up is when you're in the lobby screen and you got eliminated. That's all I'm saying. Going to be popping that flow barrier for that anti-gravity, but are they going to go in for it, or are they going to run away? Looks like running away is the play here today. Tries to jump away. Kazoo still lurking on that top floor, controlling the high ground, so they have a little bit more, a better perspective, point of view there from that high ground positioning. So let's see what DuFN can do against that sort of weapons and positioning, as we are currently seeing Poncho going to be able to fly their way onto the top of the mountain.
And that's a great animation there with the tennis ball, dude.
I do like that.
I've never seen that before.
When are they going to add the pickleball animation?
They're not, because pickleball isn't a real sport.
It is a real sport. You know what? I was tired when I played it. DuFN, though, remember, they're our first round victor. They're currently trying to pop this small shield, keep themselves built up, but right now, they are not letting up off the gas. Kazu is currently trying to just plow them down, Resident Evil 7 style, as we see DuFN having to utilize so many of their splashes, so many of their shields, trying to just find a window of opportunity with these edits, but unfortunately not really finding much damage at all onto Kazu so far.
And if they even win this battle with Kazu, they might be completely depleted of items. Oh, what a shot! What a shot!
The double shot of Reno, that's what we're talking about. Sentinel, Wrecker Revolver combo wombo combination. That is what it's all about, as Kazu now on the retreat. DuFN able to throw it all around into this 1v1 build battle, but unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be able to reap the rewards from their fruits of their labor, to say.
I know, I want to see him keep moving forward, use this bridge, get up to a high point, and find Kazu. Here we go. Let's keep climbing. Kazu is to your right. You can still be on the hunt.
But they don't have any assault rifles. They have nothing long range. So when you're in that spot and in that positioning, it is such a tough battle, to say the least. Pulse is going to go down, bringing us to 22 players left, going into our fourth storm here. Going to be shrinking in a minute and a half, so you still got a little bit of time to just chill like a villain. And now JJ Bros, they have had a few technical issues, so they're playing a little bit more safe, which I can't complain about. But granted, this is the build of all time. You can build it up a little bit higher if you want to, but we'll see what they're going to be able to do into this next movement, as they're going to be running on through. Pretty good loadout so far. I'd get rid of that pistol. It is not good in builds, but that would be the one thing I would change, especially if you're able to get rid of that pistol. Grab yourself a med kit. That would be the best thing possible.
And look at scenes above, trying to find Kazu, who's on the bad side of the storm right now. Safe Face is trying to save face right now, as they are being found out, and there's a battle.
No. Oh no, they're gonna fat finger the, oh no, pickaxe, and now they're gonna go around this corner, tries to jump up. They're gonna be cornered here today. Jay's Face trying to put down those wooden logs, not able to change it into the metal that they need. And when you need the metal, it's nowhere to be found. Zafu runs them down, Code Wordy right behind him. Gonna be able to bring us to 20 players left.
Push the metal, push the metal. Scenes looking above right now, gonna take a moment. Seeing Bray down there, might not want to be too fast to get into action with Bray, because it just might be their day this round.
Yeah, you really don't. They are so talented. They are out here week after week under the lights here at the HyperX Arena. Whenever they feel threatened, they know exactly what to do in most situations whenever they go into these build battles. But it looks like Naranjo going to be jumping right on up into the sky, not taking the opportunity for any shots there.
Well, he didn't see Bray take off to the right-hand side, so he didn't know where he went, and he got lost in the sauce. Code Wordy right now needs some help, or Pro E-Man might be on top of them and being able to take them out right now with 20 competitors. This would be considered early for them.
Yeah, it would. Pro E-Man has done a really good job, at least throughout the first two rounds. They've gone down to that top 12-ish situation, so let's see what they're going to be able to do in these next few moments, as they just build themselves a nice 2x2 right here and just say, hey, Kazu, go on your way. I'm good here today. Please and thank you. As like you're seeing, they only got that gray OXR, so you're not going to be doing a ton of damage through these walls.
And Scenes being shot out from behind. They didn't realize that Bray was right behind him, and Bray secures their first kill, bringing us down to 19 competitors.
Great work. I told you, if you're going to be going against Bray, you better be Red Day, as they got that exotic Wrecker Revolver, Limit DJ. We can't stop rhyming. I want to stop rhyming. I want to stop rhyming. It just can't stop whenever you start it.
Can't stop, won't stop, but we got to stop, and we'll Do be able to stop Molt right here as we get chased on into the storm.
As we see the shots come out, but Mo unfortunately whiffs off to the right side on their very first shot, breaking on through the door. So that's going to allow DoFN to pick up that elimination. But guess who's lurking for that third party? We got Ripdog here, also going to be fighting an uphill battle, going to be able to get a great trade. So let's see if they're going to take this opportunity. Pops that small shield and now builds their way up.
Yeah, Ripdog sitting high in the sky. Bray getting up on top of this gas station, and Bray is chasing Code Wordy right now. We could have a 1v1 that could be similar to a finish here, a grand final, if you will.
Code Wordy has really not shown up a lot this week. Remember when we had that 1 week where they absolutely decimated. They went around the entire map, was picking up 10 eliminations per round, but unfortunately, these past few weeks, we haven't seen that same Code Wordy as we see Bray just going to be leaving them into the storm. Sees another build coming up. Will they go after it is the question, especially at this point of the game. The mid game is one of those opportunity sectors where you got to think, okay, I can go into this fight, I can take this opportunity, and I'm going to try and win this fight, especially that you have extra time to get your mats back. Ripdog loses the fight to Zafu though.
Yeah, and Bray trying to find where they're going to position up and try to see if they can't grab some kills with that storm moving on in. And Bray wanted to be on the other side of it, and I applaud them for that. Right now, we've got Dew in the water underneath. This could be bad for Dew.
A little bit of damage. Remember that Record Revolver range got nerfed throughout this update, so you won't be able to see them snipe really that much damage throughout the across of the map, unfortunately, as we see more damage coming out, though.
Still poking at him.
It poked him, you know, like a little twig. You got a little bit of damage coming out, but it got nerfed, but still, we're going to be seeing Endy once again taking out Zodic, really a competitor's name that we haven't seen here before, and they are just ripping and tearing on through this competition.
Yeah, and if you see something on the screen that you like, remember to rip it and send it off to us. That's right, clip it. Send it off to us, and you can be a star in our show. We'll put your name on the screen, put you up on social media, all that good stuff. And hey, you get to show off your favorite competitors.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Clip it, and we'll be able to feature you in a nice compilation video next week. We'll be able to put it together, so if there's any moments on Twitch that you see, please clip it, ship it, and be able to show us your favorite moments of this Friday Frags. It's been really a lot of fun so far, and there's been so many upsets, so many clips that I even want to put out there. I'm just saying, especially with what we've seen from Endy, who has ended a lot of competitors who thought they were about to succeed and go forward in their round. But right now, 21 Moon X peeking their head out saying, ooh, where you at?
Hey, see Zafu over there to their right. Let's see if they decide to push on through and grab a 1v1 battle right there. Kazoo on the other side of Code Wordy. We still have this cat and mouse chase over here.
Yeah, these top tier juggernauts going after each other already in this matchup. So that's great to see that these competitors are not backing down by any stretch of the imagination. Kazoo going to be sliding off to the right side of this hill. Still going to be able to grab some more mats. Remember, it's the easiest way to get logs, but they go down the fastest. So if you're able to top yourself off in the log department, that's the way to do it. And then once you're able to get that nice establishment, that nice placement of those logs around you, put down some metal to keep it reinforced and keep yourself safe as possible. As we're currently seeing Kazoo going to be able to lay down some metal. Let's see if that's going to be able to put up as fast as possible. And it does. Confirms that nice ceiling there. Would recommend a different color, but not going to be utilizing that at all. Going to be popping the Flowberry, and now keeps themselves 83 shields as we see them just try to play their timeout.
And Gifted Yeet ran away, trying to live to fight another day. There's a chase on. Kazoo is all over it.
Yeah, and there was 3 different competitors doing the same exact thing, utilizing the Flowberry with the bounce pad and just trying to get into this circle. And you're looking at the minimap, everyone else also still trying to lunge on forward with 20 seconds left until the storm starts ticking, and the 2-tick is going to be hurting, and you're going to be wishing you took the time, effort, and energy to get into the circle. Look at all these competitors just right beside each other.
Yeah, great movement right now. Everybody getting on top, but they're all going to be on top of each other before you know it, as this storm will make a move in just about a minute from now.
Pro E-Man also Did not take any time to loot up. Still gray OXR rifle. That's not going to be doing the damage that you wanted to do. Granted, you know, it's like, you know, 5 to 6 points of damage per, you know, whatever. But
it still is more damage.
It is more damage, and it's more damage to those walls where you're going to be able to really resource drain the competition. When they don't have as many mats as you, it makes it so much easier for you to just, especially in this late game, to just go over, tunnel in, box them in, and be able to confirm those eliminations. We have Ruse, a fan favorite in the Twitch chat here today. If you don't, if you haven't already, follow us, HyperX Arena on YouTube and twitch.tv/Allied Esports on Twitch. If you're going to be able to talk to us here in the commentary booth, we are currently seeing OTX putting out the damage onto MoonX. There is only one X that is going to be here for the moment.
Man, MoonX has to be doubted out in Beverly Hills, and they are indeed. Zafu with a kill. That's how you get it done. OTX is just trying to stay alive right now. We'll check back in on Pro, and Zafu's got 4 kills right now.
Hunt Dog takes down Kiki, brings us to 13 players left, 8 storms in. Majority of these competitors are not even near that circle just yet. They are on the outskirts, so we'll see what everyone is planning at this point. You're currently seeing on that left-hand screen, Hunt Dog. I mean, a lot of these competitors are not looking very healthy. It doesn't look like they have the heals and shields that they need throughout this final few circles.
Yeah, I mean, we may be up here just talking, but we see it week after week after week. So chances are, if we're saying it, you should be listening to it.
Yes, you should. Gifted Geek going to be here, only has 0 eliminations, so they got to do a little bit of work in this top 13 situation. Levi Bear also 0 eliminations. Remember, they were down by 3 against DuFN in that previous round, so if they're not going to be able to pick up any eliminations and DuFN is able to confirm majority top 3 situation, Levi Bear is going to be dropping even lower on that scoreboard.
Yeah, Duke could be taking a little bit of control of this as we get to the other side. Remember, next round, the championship round start, round 4 and 5. We do have a bounty up. Top 3 competitors will have points on their head. If you go on and kill them, you get some extra bonus points for your trouble.
Yeah, round 4 and 5, that is going to be so interesting. We've seen competitors that have been in 17th, 18th, 19th place and worked their way up to a top 5 situation. Prey and Levi going to just run it back to back. Gifted Yeet going down, and that brings us to a top 11 situation.
And Bray was able to take out 6-7, so that is big right there. That is big.
Now you have the underdog situation out for the count, at least for the time being. We know Endy, they are the ones that are able to reverse it in an instant. It's some sort of time stop where they're able to just reverse the time and be able to give themselves the advantage time and time again. Pro E-Man going to be bouncing all the way across the sky, builds themselves up, grabs some more logs with that tree, and now apparently going to be able to also get themselves a nice skyscraper here today. Code Wordy going over to Hunt Dog, still able to survive to this point.
Dude's going to need some shields if they're going to hope to survive into the top 10 right now.
Yeah, they are not looking good in their loadout, at least so far. You're seeing they've got some nice little trampolines there and a nice spray. And Ruse, 2 HP, and it's over. Oh, the Storm.
Storm again.
You have the spray. You have the med mist right there, and you just opted to use a small shield instead.
You're breaking my heart.
That's what I'm saying. It literally it comes down to the press of a finger that will change it. OTX is going to be able to confirm that one onto Kazu. Zafu's going to lose to the Storm as well. Hunt Dog's going to be able to confirm that one. Bray taking down DuFN.
Huge.
So one of our champions, at least so far, is out. Levi Bear is going to be able to grab that one on a code wordy, bringing us to a top 6 situation.
This is huge for Levi Bear right now. They have a great chance to put themselves in a winning position and move up that leaderboard, possibly into first place.
OTX taking some shots onto the flow here today. From the window to the wall, we'll see what OTX will be able to ball. But look at their loadout. Look at what they have, especially with that legendary. They're going to be able to do some work. If they're going to be looking low, they're going to be able to passively heal so insanely fast. Pro E-Man got stuck in the storm, but guess what? They got that huge jump to get them right back inside, but now going to be able to go onto that roof. Levi Bear confirms it onto apparently, and Pro E-Man takes them out to the storm. That's the name of the game here today for this Fortnite Friday Frags. Hey, the storm, they're racking up more eliminations than the rest of the competition.
I thought the storm was outside, not on the inside here at the arena, but man, it is coming down hard right now.
It really is. That storm has racked it up, put them on the scoreboard, let them participate in this tournament as we see OTX going to be able to land a little bit of damage. Great work there, controlling the high ground. And this is what we haven't seen this entire time. Like you said, the skywalking. That is such a great strategy, and OTX is finally taking their time to go up into the sky and say, hey, I'm laying it down. I'm going to control the high ground and give myself the best case situation. Bray also up there with them.
Yeah, right now we've only got 4 competitors left. Bray making a leap of faith all the way down. OTX takes out 50 cal, and we're down to 3 competitors.
OTX going to be able to get a little bit of that passive healing like I was talking about. Levi going to be here, still not taking the time to pop that Flowberry. I would honestly do that right here, right now, but they have the better strategy here as Bray is going to be able to take down OTX. We got a top 2 situation. We've got Bray versus Levi, but Levi, remember, they still have not utilized that Flowberry to put them shields right back up. Bray is going to take a little bit of chip damage there and now has that Sentinel and that Exotic, though. That Exotic does work. Levi Bear stuck in the storm, so they're going to be taking a ton of damage there. Let's see if they take this opportunity to finally get some time to get those shields up. They don't. They're just going to drop on down. Remember, that Flowberry still got a lot of utilization that you could have utilized, but unfortunately, going to get stuck onto this bottom layer, and Bray looks like they're just going to be able to hold on, drops on down, and now we see Levi stuck outside the storm, and they do it!
Levi takes Bray out, and they are numero uno victory royale, round number 3. Oh man, that was a jump down, and wow, what a dive, what a kill, what a way to end it. Whew.
Wow. And as I was counting out Levi Bear to the final seconds, getting blocked off by the wall. But as SpongeBob once said, it's just you and me and this brick wall that you built between us. And that was the thing that saved Levi Bear's life, as they were able to peek right around that corner, fought it in the storm. And it really, at the end of the day, comes down to accuracy in these games.
Yeah, I think we learned from the 3 Little Pigs and the Wolf. Brick is the best. I'm just saying. Yo, Brick saved their life right there.
You know what? I gotta say, I cannot believe they were able to pull that off, especially when you realize they tried to edit it. They thought it was their wall, could not, and then they just said, you know what? I got to go for a Hail Mary. Let's see what's going to land. Oh, snap. It went through 5 receivers' hands, and 1 person was able to catch the victory royale, and that was Levi Bear being able to confirm that one. That's going to put them in first place easily.
Yes, that is easily they're going to be in first place. By how many points do you think they will have taken first place?
Well, I don't even have to guess because we have the scores ready.
Awesome.
Let's put it right here.
I was going to say 13. I swear. I swear.
Right.
I swear I was going to say 13.
Well, I hope you don't swear, buddy. There's a PG show. We got Levi Bear in first place with 83 points. DuFN in second with 70. Zafu in third with 59. Simba in fourth with 52. Code Wordy, Bray, Kazu, Hunt Dog, E-Man, and Alex. They are going to round us out for that top 10 situation. Poncho, though, right onto the outskirts, along with apparently Moon X, Kiki, Ruse, Gifted Yeet, Moat, and going down from there. And remember, once again, this is round number 4. So that means the bounties are on the board.
Levi Bear's got 8 points if you kill them. Du and Zafu have 5 if you kill them.
So if you are even someone, if we're going to go down the line, Bowser Jr., if you grab that elimination onto Levi Bear per se, hey, that's 30 points. You're getting that much closer into the money.
Right.
You got to get up to that 39 points, but right now at this point, but hey, it's going to be that much easier. If you even grab 1 elimination on them, 9 points is crazy to just absolutely skyrocket you up that leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, it's anybody's game, and especially with these bounties.
Especially because it's a free game, right?
Yes.
It can be anyone's game.
With these bounties, you know what? It's hard for you to be able to fall behind if you just circle in and grab that kill, man. That's what you got to do. Bounties are live, and I say it every week, and I'm going to say it again. Drop on the #1 player right now that's worth 8 points. That's due. You owe it to yourself. If you're in the back of the crew, get in there. Levi Bear, excuse me. Drop on in and get it done, and take them out early and often.
That's the way to do it if you're able to. If you find them and you know it's Levi Bear, go for the win if you're able to, because guess what? 8 points is a lot.
It is.
That will skyrocket you up this scoreboard. That's why we have the bounties. And this is also, we've seen it from a lot of the other competitors, and people have been like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that they got all the bounties and somehow worked their way up the scoreboard. It was an actual conversation we had on our Allied Esports Discord server. Please join it and you'll know when the next tournaments are.
Yes.
If you have any questions or concerns or wondering when we're going to be changing it to duos and maybe reloads one of these days, I hope, you can ask them and try to get some insight on that Allied Esports Discord server. And you'll be able to know when this tournament comes up next, and you'll be able to practice a little bit more for it.
And sometimes, if you have your finger on the pulse of the community, which is our Discord channel, you can sign up early and save yourself a little bit of that cashish.
That's always good. We got early bird specials onto these signups, so if you're able to be some of the first ones to sign up, we reward you for that. So go on that Allied Esports Discord server, know when these tournaments are coming up next, and practice, practice, practice. When there's $1,000 on the line, you can only assume that people are gonna want to fight for $250.
Indeed they will, and we're gonna find out who's gonna grab $250 in just a moment as we get into the championship rounds. Only 2 rounds left, round number 4 and 5. Bounties are alive. We'll be back from Friday Night Fortnite Frags right here at the HyperX Arena.
Ooh, okay, I'm not doing that again, all right?
Yeah, we did that way too many times, Pidgey. Welcome back.
Well, we have not done it enough because we are only on round number 4 of 5 for this event. And my goodness, have we seen upset over upset over upset and more upset people on the stage because they did not realize how many upsets there would be on this stage here today.
And we still have people dying in the storm.
Yeah, oh man, that storm
has been the telltale problem today, is everybody dying in the storm.
Yeah, you know what? That is also a note for Vegas drivers as well. It happens. You know what? They are not good at driving. But talking about Fortnite, like you said in game, of course, yeah, the storm's racking up them eliminations.
I mean, if you're not going to do it, the storm's going to take care of it for you. 6-7 has been up and down, literally, and man, that was heartbreaking to see them die by the storm. They've been playing very well in the game, but have not made it to the podium quite yet.
No, they have not, because unfortunately, the storm was doing work, and one of the victims was Endy, as we're going to be seeing momentarily if they're going to be able to turn that around like they've done with every single other fight in the game here today. Don't be lame. Thank that bus driver and absolutely find yourself a spot to land. That's a pretty spooky skin. I like that with the Meeseeks glider there today.
Right.
I like that. I like that. Ruse FPS sticking with the same skin as well. Remember, check them out on TikTok. They got some Fortnite clips on there. Some fans in the chat as well. Twitch.tv/HighlightEsports. Talk to us in the commentary booth. Who are you rooting for? Who are you counting on winning it all here today? Because so far, Levi Bear, man, they have just really dominated the competition.
Yeah, they're looking good, and you know what? Week in and week out, Levi Bear looks good. So, you know what? Love to see them on top right now. But these other competitors, I was just saying to JJ Bros, yo, man, you got nothing to lose. Go after the bounty.
Yeah, do it. If you see a fight, go for it. If you're going to be seeing a person trying to claim a King of the Hill tower, go for them. Because especially early game when you only got set. Oh, well. Spoke a little bit too soon to JJ Bros, Logan.
Bye, JJ Bros. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Oh, that one hurt a little bit. Saying, if you see a person, go after them. And then who they ran into? Kazu. Out of all the people here today, that was the last person you wanted to see.
You know what? You got to love JJ Bros and their whole family coming out here and being part of whether it be Speedway or Fortnite Frags. We love to make it a family affair here at the HyperX Arena. There's something to do for everyone. We've got food and beverages for the parents, we've got video games, we've got sports, we've got mahjong, we've got everything under the sun. All you have to do is get onto that website and check it out.
Yeah, with all these events coming up, you gotta be a part of it. We're giving out money non-stop.
Yeah, and we've got National Esports Day coming up in just a little bit. You can get your tickets online, so check out our Instagram and go online and be part of one of the greatest days in all of the year. It's World Esports Day coming up next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend, next Saturday, and you'll be able to come out here, and I do believe it's free game time the entire day.
That's great.
Here at the HyperX Arena. So if you want to just come down, support the arena, and enjoy yourself with some free game time, please do. I know I'm going to be here early, enjoying myself on the computers as well. Limit DJ, though, is not going down early here today. 21 Moon X is out.
Wow, 21 Moon X is having a hard-fought battle today.
Pro E-Man, though, waits in the corner for the third party, jumps on in, and is able to confirm their first elimination, taking down Limit DJ. After such a triumphant victory, that is a sad way to go.
Yeah, but they were so patient, Pro was, just sitting there waiting for that perfect third-party opportunity, and that's how you get it done, man. A little bit of patience with a third party goes a long way, and as you can see, Pro E-Man still alive today, and they're going to be able to get into this mix. They've got one kill right now. We're down to 25 competitors.
Yeah, already 3 people out for the count, make it 4 as we see OTX with the Squid Game skin. Will the luck be on their side? Because a lot of those games are just insanely luck-based, as we are currently seeing trying to land a shot. Not going to be able to find it just yet. Going around this corner, able to land a little bit of damage onto Scenes, and it's Scenes. Oh!
From above!
Wow, they threw the bounce pad at him, hoping that they were going to land maybe the fall damage, but we're going to be seeing Bray land those shots onto Modi here today. They're going to be able to grab their first elimination of this game. Great work, and they're changing it up. Remember, that superhero skin a little bit more difficult to see. The hitbox is smaller, all that stuff that comes into play when you see just the gray skin on to display.
Yeah, right now, Bray grabbing some mats, trying to get ready for that end game, which we're not quite there yet. We just started this game, and we've got about 54 seconds until that storm hits. We're in Pumpkin Pass right now. How do you tell? All the pumpkins.
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice?
No, not at all, not at all. I thought those were basketballs.
Not today, but Basketball Kid would have you think that they were, because it's maybe their time to play. They've been having a hard-fought battle as well thus far. I'd like to see him do a little bit better this round. But you know what? Just coming out here under the lights, you got to give each and every single one of these competitors their props for coming out, getting on the stage, and doing this in front of a live studio audience. It takes a lot more than you think it does. Trust me, this is not your basement.
I hear all the time, especially in Twitch chat, when you see competitors, or viewers, let's just say, saying, I could do this any day of the week. Put me in at the HyperX arena. And trust me, when you're going against the best of the best of the best of the best, and it's $250 on the line, you are not going to be finding yourself be fine. It is stressful. There are mistakes that you would make here that you would never make back at home when you're just chilling on the computer and there's no stakes. It's pay to play out here. You got to put your best foot forward. If you think it's easy what these competitors are doing, try it.
Yeah, come on out. I dare you. Double dog dare you. I bet you won't take the triple dog dare.
Basketball Kid going down to OTX here into the 4th round. Not a great look, unfortunately.
Am I caster cursing everybody today?
100%.
Okay, good.
You say don't die in the storm, they're going to die in the storm. You see Basketball Kid, don't deflate your basketball. It deflates the basketball. Good going, Logan.
He needs those Reebok pumps, man.
That's fair. That's fair. Very comfortable. We're going to be seeing Gifted Geek, though, be put into an uncomfortable position as we see Kiki onto the right side of these builds. Apparently, Abdo going down to Bray, bringing us to 21 players left, as we are currently seeing Gifted Geek gonna have to use these splashes. Do FN takes down DPG, and now let's see if Gifted Geek can go onto this bottom layer and find the Flowberry Fizz, and they do, and they're gonna be able to get themselves at least up to 20 shields here, and really I don't think that they're trying to just take this fight. They're trying to get away as fast as they can. Great movement to get themselves on the bounce pad. Kiki didn't even see them go away from that whole entire fight. As we go over to Kazu, Code Wordy is going to be on the top floor.
This is a big battle right now, Code Wordy against Kazu. Whoever can finish this off will be taking a really great competitor out of the competition early, as we are only down to 20 competitors. Out of our initial 28, make that 19 as OTX takes out 6-7. Andy is done. Call it a day. Only one more round left, Andy.
Yeah, and fortunately, this time it wasn't the reverse sweep that we've known to happen. Endy was able to do that in that previous round against OTX, but hey, they said no, 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 not today. So we see Code Wordy still controlling the high ground, weapons and positioning, talking about it from frame 1. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Not able to land any damage just yet.
No, but they're trying. This is another one of these great build battles that we've been seeing all day long.
Once again, going on to the left side, not able to find anything. Both of them making eye contact to one another, but both did not have their weapon out. And look at that, even trade across the board. Kazu going down. Code Wordy finds the headshot, and they win that fight.
And that's huge for Code Wordy. Kazu will have to live to fight in round number 5, but Code Wordy still staying alive. 18, staying alive.
Ooh, 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 staying alive. Code Wordy.
Not bad.
Thank you. I was working on that. You know what? You always talk about my Mariah Carey hitting those high notes. OTX has non-stopped been on the scoreboard here today.
Right?
They are not backing down. They want to make sure that they go home with some sort of money here today.
Yeah, they are pushing the narrative right now and doing so in a very successful manner as Code Wordy tries to get to the summit of this mountain up here, grabbing some mats, trying to put themselves in the best position that they can. They have the double wombo combination to their name, but they've got shield, but they don't necessarily have as much health as I'd like to see.
Same as I think with Levi. I mean, I'm just saying that I guess the game is saying you don't need med kits.
No med kits for you.
The storm doesn't do anything to you. Once again, DuFN rocking the K-pop David Hunter skin. Just saying, check it out. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good, fun time. Nothing too crazy, but it was just a fun time overall. DuFN going to also have that double wombo combo. That's what people are relying on. Zafu, once again, always loving that exotic Wrecker Revolver, though. That's something they've relied on for weeks now. Levi, though, going to back themselves behind a tree, and hopefully they'll think that they disappeared as they try to crouch on down and get away down the hill. Zafu sees them across the beach, and will they be able to storm Normandy? Only time will tell.
Yeah, right now, Zafu against Levi Bear. This is another one of those big battles to see who will be the top dog right now in this battle. If Zafu wins this battle, may have their work cut out for him as Levi Bear being in control a lot of this map.
You're seeing what Zafu's trying to do. They broke down their entire build. They saw the foundation and said, you know what? You got to do a little bit better job cementing those bricks, as Zafu going to be resource draining Levi in an astronomical amount as they're still landing out shots there. 200 more bullets to go. Zafu is going to be sliding on in off the zip line, goes across the way, and now Delarus is going down to Zodic, both Valhalla Esports competitors, and it's always great to have them in the house. They always show up and they do work.
Yeah, and there's no friends in game, all right? I mean, you can be friendly, but you got to take out your competitors, and we're seeing that from our great teams over at Valhalla. Good to have them with us, as Pidgey just said. Zafu is backing on up. Yes. They're kind of running away to the top, and I understand why. They want to put themselves in the best position as everybody else they think is going to be climbing up over here, as they can still have an eye on Levi, and there is another competitor off to their right.
The thing about Zafu is that they don't just run into fights. They try to observe all the situations, make sure that there's no third parties coming in, and try to put themselves in the best spot possible. If they're able to, it's absolutely fantastic for them, but sometimes they get a little bit too overeager, and that's when they lose. And that's what I love about watching Zafu's gameplay. They just wait it out moment after moment. They're trying to make the best choice decision before they commit to anything into these fights, and just making sure, saying, hey, you know what, I would much rather see them have to loot up for the next middle of this game than anything else, as we see Kiki once again going down to Bray.
Oh, Bray getting it done, and Kiki, part of that 2 a.m. crew, will not be allowed to stay past their bedtime.
No, they are not. One more round to go, and remember, the bounties are still live, and they're going to be live into the next round. So if you're able to, if you grab all the bounties, that's 18 points for yourself. Grab yourself a Victory Royale. That's 43 points.
Yeah.
Put you right up into the running. Or even if you get a top 3 situation, third place, that's 21 additional points with those bounties. That is a lot of points, and that's exactly why we've enabled those. That's exactly why we put those into these matchups, because sometimes it feels like all hope is lost, but you can't give up so soon, as we currently are seeing an uphill battle. And the climb up onto the top floor. We see Code Wordy landing 2 shots with that Wrecker Revolver, and Zodic is looking a little bit thrown off into this first start of the build battle.
Well, Zodic didn't have any idea where Code Wordy was coming from, and now it's a little bit too late. Let's see if Code Wordy can keep this going. They are down shields, and they got it done. Zotek is down. Code Wordy has 2 kills, and Code Wordy can now use all of these items to put themselves back into a healthy position.
There we go. Beautiful work there. I really thought they were going to throw it away, especially when they backed down, instead of just cornering and being able to peek it out, but just said, all right, when I go right back up, I'm going to commit to the gunfight, and that's what they did. Mean College just chilling like a villain in the storm, and remember, the storm actually into this bush, a little bit of a spectator issue there, but into this bush, but you're seeing They got no ammo. They've got a really rough loadout. You gotta be able to grab better loot because at the end of the day, like we've been seeing, when it comes down to that top 10, it's an accuracy diff over and over and over again.
Yeah, right now OTX trying to find some items. It didn't really find what they were looking for. Jumped into the smoke, said, hey, maybe I can find something for my troubles, but nothing. They were knocking at the door and they said, no, we ran out of candy.
Nah. You're not going to be grabbing anything from me this Halloween because you know what? Candy's bad for you. You shouldn't be eating it in the first place. Right, Logan?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
We're going to be handing out the imaginary fruits, as David would once say.
I'm going to give out apples and raisins. That's when you come to my house. You get apples, raisins, or crayons.
You know what? Raisins are under raisins. Did you get what I was doing there? Rated raisins.
All right, Code Wordy.
Oh, way. Able to grab that one.
Yeah, getting a kill right there. Code Wordy getting it done. OTX, though, 4 kills to their name. Do with only 1 right now.
OTX, you want to make sure that you know their name because if you already didn't, you've probably seen it on the scoreboard and you probably have already. DoFN, though, going on through. This is a nice, cute little location here, trying to just peek onto the side here. Remember, when you crouch like that, it's actually not allowing people to hear your footsteps. It seems like that other competitor has no clue.
No, right now, and I don't want to say anything because I don't want to give it away just in case they can hear us on the stage. But DoFN is hunting rabbits right now. Shh.
Or hunting demons.
Well, yeah.
You know,
it's a demon hunter. I see what you did there.
There you go. But not going to go after that, and could potentially be hearing a lot more action on that right side as we see Ribdog try to win this fight against their other Valhalla Esports competitor. Going to be peeking out that window, goes for the edit again, just trying to, and they land the headshot onto Pulse as we now see DoFN sliding on in and going into this build battle. Let's see if they're going to be able to find that damage. DoFN taking the first shots of this matchup as they're now going to have to pop this big shield and get themselves healed right back up.
Yeah, right now we're looking at Levi Bear against DoFN. This is going to be a battle. If they decide to commit, we are down to 12 competitors out of the initial 28, and DoFN has 1 kill to their name. If Do can take out Levi Bear, this could put them in a better position to be able to take possibly 3rd place.
Yeah,
I mean first place. I mean.
Truly, actually, if you think about this, we have top 2 fighting right after each other, and if they're able to confirm this, guess what? That's 8 points for Do. That's going to be ridiculous on this scoreboard, especially if they're able to keep it going and keep it consistent and grab a top 3 finish. That is going to be a #1 situation. Levi panicking at this point, running under, and now able to at least find an exit door as we see DoFN not backing off just yet.
No, DoFN is on the hunt right now. He sees Levi Bear hurt and running away. Run away, but I'm chasing you, says Do.
But unfortunately, not going to be able to find where they went next. So both of these competitors live another day. Yeah. No bounty claimed just yet.
And that is disappointing. But hey, when players get away.
No, that was DoFN.
Oh, was that DoFN?
Yeah,
all right, good.
That wasn't disappointing.
All right, this is Gifted Yeet right now. And Gifted Yeet is. All right, they're not going to take that purple weapon. Wasn't exactly, I think that was the MK, but they chose not to grab it. They can see 50 cal Hunt Dog, and they are on the hunt.
Yes, they are trying to trim up these walls and say, hey, keep laying them down, keep laying them down. OXR does a ton of damage.
Open concept.
Exactly. You know what? Open housing plans are apparently the thing these days. I'm just saying. Huh. But Hunt Dog is going to be probably going to have to find a new home because currently Gifted Yeet is not letting this doghouse be built.
Yeah, you know what? If they're trying to put up a summer home, this ain't working for them right now. Gifted Yeet is not letting them chill. And remember, if you're in one of these positions and somebody's taking down your walls, man, that is anxiety in a video game. Unlike anything else, man, it makes people do crazy things. And when people are anxious and not thinking and you can get them to make a mistake, that's where you get these wins.
Oh, 100%. Like what I said before, one mistake will cost you your entire life or cost you a ton of shields that you spent the entire time looting up. If you are not able to control these emotions and control what you're trying to deal with, it's just not a great situation to be in, as we see DuFN dropping down, going to be able to take those floorboards, going down in these layers, trying to just keep themselves safe and hidden. And as they do, both competitors once again going on their own way. So DuFN finding themselves onto the safety side once again.
Are we seeing respect given out by these players and deciding, hey, you know what, I don't want to fight you until I absolutely have to?
It's gotta be, or just scaredness. Like you said, everyone's on fear, they're on edge. This is round number 4. We only got one more round after this.
Yes.
If you don't have a lot of eliminations or give yourself an opportunity to do so, you're gonna be finding yourself in a very, very bad spot.
Yeah, I consider these last 2 rounds to be the championship rounds because we break out the bounties and it's all about hunting them down and getting it done. We are in our 7th storm. We've got about 43 seconds until we get into the next iteration of this and push these players closer together so that they can do a little line dancing.
Line dancing is also very necessary, especially if you're emoting on the competition. But we're going to be seeing DuFN once again not able to react in time, taking a ton of damage. And I know they've already burned through so many shield resources. They are going to be extremely scared going into these next few moments because we are approaching the end game.
We are approaching the end game, and now is the time to prepare. If you are not preparing, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yes, you are, and fruits are good for you. So if you're going to be able to pre that pair, it will be better for you in this end game. Rivdog is going to now be on the screen. 1 elimination, has the hammer time, has the sentinel, and that Wrecker revolver. They don't have any heals though, so if they get stuck onto the outskirts, onto that storm, they're going to be taking a ton of damage. They're going to be very upset. And unfortunately, with where the storm is going, unless you're going to get loot from those other competitors, we are currently aiming for the forest.
Yeah, you know, everybody's going to come together and they're not going to be singing Kumbaya, that is for sure. We've got Rivdog, Hunt Dog, Do, Code Wordy, OTX, Pro, E-Man, and Bray currently on the map today. Round number 4. There's only one more round. It is do or die time. You've got to get it done.
Yes, you do. And if we want to break down these scores really fast, we've got Bray here in 6th place with 51 points. Code Wordy in 5th with 52. Simba also tying there in 4th place with 52 points. Zafu with 59, DuFN with 70, and Levi Bear with 83. So if you want to try and figure out, hey, you know what? Where do I have to be in this moment? DuFN is trying to survive the best they can, still has a ton more shields and heals. So if anything goes wrong, boxing themselves in might not be the worst play in the world if they're able to put down that 1-by-1. Let's see what they're going to be able to accomplish. Pops down another small shield. Will they be able to get this mid-mist off is the question. They only got logs protecting themselves. And remember the story, Logan, and it is not a good one when you're trying to blow the house down.
Yes, that is true. We talked about it earlier. Levi Bear trying to take out Dude's house and third party to the max. I think Levi's about to get out of here and change their positioning. They're gonna drift on over.
They really are. As we have Ruse on the right side of the screen, just chilling into that corner. Code Wordy, once again, not going to have a ton of heals and shields. Lands a ton of shots with that Wrecker revolver onto Hunt Dog, so their shields are going to be looking a lot lower as they slide right on in. Code Wordy trying their best, controls this little bit of a middle layer here, as now Zafu going to be across the way, has a little bit of a peeking advantage. They're trying to shred up those walls. Remember, with that legendary OXR, you will do damage to these walls. Don't be afraid to use that ammo.
Yeah, definitely. And they've opened the door. They're going to wave their 4-4. Somebody said, Papa, don't hit me no more. And Gifted Yeet gets yeeted. And Do grabs themselves another kill. Now they've got 2 to their name.
You saw Gifted Yeet check the basement and said, oh, that's a murderer. Boom, done into our top 11.
And we're about to hit that top 10. Yo, OTX with 4 kills to their name. They're looking good right now. Each and every single round, they've been looking good. Let's see if they can get themselves into a podium position this time.
I would like to tell myself that OTX is Simba potentially on this leaderboard. That would be really cool because right now they're at 52 points. So if with that 4, they're going to be right on Zafu's tail to say the least, or they could be Alex. Hopefully we'll be able to get a confirmation on that in the 10th place spot with 42 points. So this round, just in general, from either competitor, will be extremely good for them. But going to break it all down here into this circle, we've got so many of these competitors now going to have to use this movement. Ripdog looking extremely low. Levi trying to confirm it, put an elimination on the board for themselves, and try to put this tournament in the bag. They do. Levi's going to be able to reap the rewards, gets right on out, and now we've got Code Wordy seeing exactly where they went.
It's time to move, Pidgey. Get out the way, Pidgey. Get out the way. They got to move.
Yes, they do, because the storm waits for nobody. If you're stuck, you better be bouncing. You better be going to flipping out and be able to bounce yourself, do a little bit of a front flip while you're at it. Why not? As we are currently seeing those shields coming out immediately. DuFN, though, don't know if that was the play. You had that one small shield. Could have utilized that with the flow berry and just put it all on the line. 2 eliminations, top 10 situation as well. They are not careful. Their round will end here, and they might not be able to catch up to Levi Bear's lead.
No, and OTX is playing very conservative right now.
DuFN goes down.
Oh, that's huge. That's absolutely huge. And guess who did it? Ruse did it.
What a ruse. What a ruse. As we see Levi also looking extremely low. Like I said before, no med kits on their side. Hunt Dogs going down to Pro E-Man. 9th place spot for them. As we're going to be seeing Levi just having to use defense, wall after wall after wall after wall. Trying their best to survive throughout these final moments. Going for placements, because I don't believe, unless they get lucky and another competitor just runs right in their face and they're able to get that life steal that you get, that healing from eliminations in this round, it's not looking good for their top 8 finish.
No, it is not. Code Wordy right now with 3 kills to their name, and they are done.
2 in a row. Wow. Oh, they took each other out.
They took each other out. Oh, double elimination. Somebody clip that right now.
Pro E-Man and Code Wordy landed shots at each other at the same time, and they both got eliminated to each other.
Sad face.
Wow. Levi able to find a miracle. Taking out Bray. Zafu takes down OTX. Poncho able to bring themselves to a top 3 situation. Ruse is out. Let's see what Zafu can do in these final few moments. This is when they're the most clutch.
Yeah, Zafu has been clutch this whole time. We're looking at Poncho to step up this time. We've seen them in the past weeks play very, very well. This is their time to take that podium.
Yes, it is. The podium waits for no one as well. Unless you are going to be taking your time with these builds, then maybe you can place yourself on them with a nice little staircase. We are currently seeing Zafu going to be able to rain down damage onto this top floor. Poncho's going to get eliminated by Levi. They're going to be able to reap the rewards there, grab some more builds and match. But look at that. They're looking extremely low. Sees the fight happen right behind them, but they're able to react fast enough, get themselves a little bit of a better positioning for themselves. Zafu, full HP, got the double pump Pumperino as they're going to be able to blow down those splashes, but the storm is doing the damage for them, and Levi loses the fight!
Zafu is victorious! Victory Royale! Round number 4, that's how you get it done. Good job, Zafu. Another great finish, man.
That is insane, and realize that's 8 points for Zafu with that 25. That's gonna whoop. But remember also 23 points going over to Levi Bear. So that scoreboard, I could not tell you the math behind it, but simple addition and subtraction is not why we're up here. We are here to tell you the information. And what just happened there? Levi Bear letting their guard down. Turned around, said, you know what? I put out enough damage, the storm will get them, but with 10 HP, Zafu was able to confirm the victory.
My heart is fluttering once again. You can't even call these. That would be considered an upset once again. I mean, we didn't see that happening in front of us.
No, you could. Once again, if you told me that Levi Bear was going to be able to get into the top 2 situation and they almost won it, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that at all, because genuinely I thought they were on the losing end. They were able to land a beautiful shot once again from the bottom floor, but then just turned around, and guess what? Zafu was not dead just yet. The horror story, the worst one imaginable.
Chick, chick, burn! burn. I gotcha.
Yeah,
in game, of course.
In game, of course. When you thought the killer was dead, no, they are able to appear right behind
and
you.
And that's a very horror movie thing, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Always got to triple check.
Full circle there, full circle. But really great work by Zafu being able to hold on to the very last second.
These scores are going to be interesting.
I know, I'm excited. I'm excited. The bounties are something that really changes it up. And Logan, bring us through. What are we seeing with this scoreboard?
All right, here we go. We've got Levi Bear on top by 11 points with 110. Zafu in second place with 99. Do FN in third place with 83. Bray in fourth, tied with Code Wordy for fifth with 69. Alex has 63 in sixth. Poncho 61 in seventh. Simba and E-Man, they are tied for eighth and ninth with 60 points. And Kazu has 58. Coming down the other side of the equation, we've got Hunt Dog, Ruse. We've got Apparently, Gifted Yeet, Riv Dog, Zotek, Kiki, Moon X, Pulse, and Modi. They've all got a lot of work to do, but they can get themselves into the money, and that is the top 10. There's only one more round to do it.
I mean, it actually isn't impossible for any of these competitors. If you're able to confirm those eliminations, get those, guess what, the bounties that are on the line right now, and grab a win or even a top 3, any of these competitors have a chance of grabbing a spot and getting in the money. I'm not joking that there is a huge possibility for that to happen.
No, yeah, but you got to be aggressive. Aggressive. Get out there and shoot them early and often. And I said, sorry about that to JJ Bros, but hey, it's worth a shot. Without high risk, you do not get the high reward. You can either have success or excuses, not both.
No, you cannot. What an interesting Friday Frags we've had so far, especially with the likes of Unger and all of those other competitors not being here today. You still have a lot of these underdogs that are able to show up and show down, and what they've had is a very great showing. I've been super impressed with every single competitor across the board. They have not backed down. They have played it patient. They have literally just bought time for themselves to say, I know I'm gonna catch you off guard, spooky jump scare, and able to confirm so many upsets, something that we haven't seen in so long here at Friday Frags.
No, this has been the upset of the upsets, but what is not upsetting is all of the great gameplay, and it comes down to the final round. The championship round, round number 5, coming at you. Bounties are still alive. It's anybody's game live here at the HyperX Arena for Friday Night Frags.
Jaden, I'm not in the lobby. I'm not in the lobby right now. I need help. I need help. But if you are already not in the lobby, raise your hand and Jaden will be around to put the lobby code for you into the game so that we're able to get on that battle bus, say hello to them, and do a little bit of a dance. Was that the Peacemaker emote? That was so controversial.
That was the Peacemaker.
So controversial. You know what? But that was a whole story within itself. If you haven't known that already, look it up. Please do. But welcome back.
Welcome back.
Friday Frags FORTNITE edition. It's very spooky. You don't know when you're about to get jump scared at all. Just kidding. We got the jump scare right here. Ah, see? Super spooky. We're getting ready for the final round of the night, which is you're seeing DuFN, Zafu, and Levi Bear being on that bounty board, and really, I don't see a world where Levi Bear's not going home with $250 here today.
Well, somebody's got to stop him, and if you hope to do that, you're going to have to jump on in and jump on top of them from the sky down. You've got to break them early. Yeah, look, Levi Bear has been pretty much in control doing their thing. We've seen a lot of these competitors this week show up, and we've seen so many upsets. Down to the very last
I saw tears coming out of his eyelids.
For real. By the way, if anybody dies in the storm in this final round, I'm going to lose it. I'm literally going to lose it.
What are you going to lose?
My mind. Well, not to say that I already had that.
That's what I'm saying.
Little of it that is left will go out the window.
That's fair. That's fair. So many people still dying to the storm, not able to get.
At least 5 competitors have died in the storm today.
At least it's fun to have the bounce pads back. Remember a couple weeks ago, not a single one to be found, but they realized, hey, having movement is fun in Fortnite. So at least they're able to put back the bounce pads, able to give that little bit more mobility for these competitors to get out of those situations. But also, if you're able to follow after them, if they're running away from you and they're scared, why wouldn't you want to go after someone who's scared, right?
Chase them.
Yeah, that's what horror movie villains do. That's all I'm saying. Right. Once again, though, talking about FORTNITEmares, they have so many skins lined up for this. I already talked about it. I'm about to take out a loan for all these skins. We got the Scoob Gang coming out, which unfortunately, in my opinion, Shaggy looks like the most weird-looking one so far.
Why? Does he just look like Logan Paul?
No, he's just like, I don't know. It's just the face and everything. Everyone else looks completely fine. But still, you got Scooby-Doo coming into the game. You've got Repo coming into the game. You've got Ghostface that's literally in the game here tonight. So if you see any of these horror icons that you know and love and you want to play as, go for it. They even have Art the Clown coming into the game, which is going to be my pick up for this event. Absolutely, I could not believe it when I saw it. They even have emotes for them. They even have Friday the 13th emotes coming in for that skin as well. So it's ridiculous the amount of content that they're dropping for this Halloween. I'm blown away by it. I'm just saying.
I just wonder if Ghostface Killer gets a dime every time somebody uses the Ghostface skin. I just wonder because Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with.
That's fair. There was but we're gonna be hopefully seeing maybe Ghostface come out to play into this tournament here today. It would be. No one just yet has picked up that skin, or I already know. It
just came out yesterday.
Today, literally today.
Literally
today. Come on, get that wallet out and get yourself a nice skin. That's all I'm saying.
Get your V-Bucks out, kids.
That's what I'm saying. And the cool thing is, to plug Epic Games a little bit, you get a percentage back of all your purchases on Epic Games Store. So if you purchase, let's just say $37 worth of V-Bucks, you'll get a percentage of that back, which is like $4 or $5. So it's kind of ridiculous. If you stack that up, you get a lot of that back. So it's kind of cool what they're doing there. And you don't have to use it. I don't think it expires, so you're able to just stack it up and stack it up and stack it up. It's really, really cool what they're doing. They're saying, hey, if you use Epic Games, we'll literally pay you to use Epic Games.
Well, one of the cool things about the Fortnite Battle Pass is if you play it all the way through, you get enough V-Bucks to be able to renew your subscription for the following month.
Yes.
All you have to do is be a dedicated Fortnite player, and you're only going to have to buy that Battle Pass once.
Especially if you just play Blitz. The Blitz, by the way, daily quests are the easiest to do, and if you just do a daily quest a day throughout the season, you will get enough V-Bucks to get the next Battle Pass, which it's so worth it in my opinion. Why not? It literally takes like, what, 10 minutes done and call it a day, and you're able to grab yourself another Battle Pass. If you're a fan of Power Rangers this season, that was the theme for this whole entire Battle Pass, and there's also some really nice skins as well.
Yeah, and the thing about this Battle Pass in Fortnite, every single season, those Battle Passes are great. They are better than any other Battle Pass out there. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I do like the Marvel Rivals Battle Passes.
Okay.
They've been putting out the heat in Marvel Rivals. I'm just saying.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I think they're like second in my opinion. You know what? I was never a fan of Overwatch cosmetics at all, so I'm just saying Marvel Rivals. I would put Fortnite in first.
Okay.
Marvel Rivals in second. If you're going to be going for the free-to-play cosmetics category, I do believe those two are the top dogs in the industry right now.
All right, so if there was one Halloween skin that isn't going to be released.
They already got mine, Logan.
What would be yours?
Art the Clown, I'm sorry do not look up those movies. But if you're not of age, that's my horror icon, truly. Like, those movies are insane.
All right, so
what would be yours?
It's not Leatherface. It's Leatherface's brother with the metal where he's always scratching. That guy creeps me out so much.
So fair.
So much.
Such a good thing. Actually, good call there. Especially whenever I hear about those things where they have like the metal plates, I'm like, how does that feel in your brain? I'm sorry. It's like I just wonder. So no, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Well, the thing is like Leatherface has a family. You could have the whole family in there because the granddad could be wheeling around in the wheelchair. It could be a whole thing. But I don't think they're going to go that way. It's not exactly family friendly, but the Terrifier
it does not.
is
It
terrifying.
does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
I know. They have also the guy. I never watched the movies, but the Black Phone villain as well is going to be in Fortnite.
Ethan Hawke is in the game now.
Ethan Hawke is in the game.
Black Phone 2 just came out not too long ago. I heard it's terrible.
So unfortunate there. But I heard the first one wasn't too shabby.
I heard the first one was good. The second one, not so much. And I was surprised to see that Ethan went back and double dipped for the sequel.
Hey, you know what? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do it for the paycheck.
That's
Literally,
all I'm saying.
Ben Affleck had a movie called Paycheck just for that reason.
That's the way to do it. But talking about even more coming up, especially with the Scooby-Doo being a part of this game, that was the most mind-blowing one whenever they did release that information. But we're not going to be seeing any frights, fears, or otherwise. Trick-or-treating time starts now as we are dropping in on the final round of Friday Frags. We see 6-7 Indy on the screen, gonna be just pickling around. Pickles are better than cucumbers. Don't fight me on that.
I'm not gonna fight you on that, but a cucumber is a great substitute for a potato chip. But it's time for round number 5. It is the final round, the championship round. The bounties are alive. Let's find out who will stay alive and grab themselves a part of that $1,000 prize pool. Somebody's going home with $250 just for playing a little bit of Fortnite on a Friday night. Not too shabby. Let's find out who has the might and the will to win.
That is the question of the day, serving it up Gary's way. You already know that top 10 is going to be getting paid out here, and really understanding that majority of the players in this tournament right here, right now, still have a chance.
They do.
Are playing good and you are able to find these bounties, you are putting yourself in the running immediately. As we see 21 Moonex on the screen right here, right now, going to be just grabbing some mats. That's the beginning of the game on these matchups. You want to make sure you have enough walls to not lose. JJ Bros was saying, hey, they were losing the high ground situation, didn't grab mats at first, and guess what? When you don't have walls to protect yourself, that's what's going to happen. But they did change up their build a little bit. We see no skibbity toilet, thank goodness, as Basketball Kid gets dunked on. Zodic just flies on in and just obliterates
They
him.
call that a posterization right there. Somebody made a poster out of him. Zotek got it done. Look, Zotek said, you're going to shoot at me? Oh, hold your horses here. I got a few shots for you, and they were able to secure that victory. And we are down one person now. 27 left. Modi, by the way, they got their work cut out for him right now because is that Riv Dog? It's Hunt Dog right in front of him.
Hunt Dog going to be on the top floor. Modi going onto this left side. Tries to slide on around and find the shot, but unfortunately not able to see where they're at just yet. When you're navigating around these builds, it's such a huge uphill battle as Hunt Dog is able to just put him in the dirt and not worry about a thing. Modi, unfortunately, your time ends here today. But if you want to still play a few rounds, do not worry. Enjoy yourself at the arena. Queue up a few games of Fortnite.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you have to just leave because your time has ended. And we did see a Ghostface skin.
We did.
Finally.
There we go.
Bowser Jr., gotta shout you out, bud.
Now it's Halloween, baby. I feel it now. Limit DJ is right in front of Pro E-Man. We'll see if Pro decides to turn this corner and bring this battle to a precipice.
Yeah, let's see. Pro E-Man. Remember, they're also on that cutting room floor. 6-7 Endy going to find that onto Zodic. Bray is going to find some nice logs, bricks, and oh my. Limit DJ going to be right below Pro E-Man. Remember, Limit's had a little bit of a rough run-in throughout these last few rounds. Let's see what they're going to be able to accomplish. Going on to this right side, Pro E-Man just tracking him down and waiting and waiting and waiting to strike.
And I want to see what 21 Moon X does, because they've had a rough go at it today. I want to see them be able to give themselves a little bit of a better place so that they can come out and go home tonight and say, hey, that last match, man, you know what? I got back into it. Limit and Pro about to go 1v1.
There we go, going for the jump shot. Both of them whiffing, not able to land any. Actually, no, Pro E-Man able to land a little bit of damage onto that jump shot. A little bit of a cross worlds there, as we do see Pro E-Man got to be able to put up that wall and avoid a little bit of damage there. Limit, unfortunately, whiffed that first trampoline, able to throw down another and misses that again. And they're just taking damage from the back. What will they do is now put down some splashes, grab some more logs, and hopefully we'll be able to survive. But Pro E-Man also doing the same exact thing, saying, hey, I ran out of mats very fast, especially in the early game. That's what I'm saying. If you're not too confident in your building skills and you want to go for the 1v1s, go for the early fights, as we're seeing Poncho do.
Yeah, Poncho able to secure another kill. We're down to 24 competitors of 28. This is our championship round, round number 5. It's do or die time. It's now or never. Do you go home with some money, or do you go home using your tears to salt your fiery Cheetos while you ask your mom Why did I lose?
Why did I lose? Is it because I had 5 weapons in my loadout, or was I just not building good enough?
And that would be the story of today. If you're not building good enough, you are not going to survive the play.
Yeah, as we see Limit DJ, same exact thing, try to break on through these builds, and unfortunately, Pro E-Man drops on in and says, hey, what are you doing here? You're not putting up any walls playing defense. That means I'm playing offense, and able to confirm their first elimination for this round.
And Pro E-Man doing a little dance, saying, hey, I got some success off there. I'm feeling myself, and they should as well with that first kill.
Doing a little dance.
Make a little love. Get down tonight.
Get down tonight. Pro E-Man, though, doing a great job. They got that Samus kind of vibe going on.
Yeah,
got the blonde hair in the suit. You know what? I like that a lot. Looking forward to that game as well. And if you're not looking forward to gaming tomorrow for Speedway, we're going to be playing some Mario Kart action where you got one more Switch 2 that we need for Mario Kart World. So if you have a Switch 2 and you want to compete and make some money playing Mario Kart, please come on down tomorrow. Same exact time. We would greatly appreciate you. Bring in your Switch, and we'll be able to compete in some Mario Kart World. But Delirious is going down.
Yeah, they've gone down 50 cal, made sure that they will not live to see another map. And we got no more maps for you, so it's now.
Code Wordy.
Wow!
Down to Kazoo.
Wow, that's huge.
That's going to change up that scoreboard a ton. What are you?
They've been dancing this entire time.
No way. Are they just, did they just leave?
No, they've just been dancing this entire time. You haven't heard that? Oh, they're dying in the smoke. Are they AFK? What just happened?
DoFN just left?
Dude, did you get up and walk away?
That is...
Dude.
DoFN. One of our front runners says, you know what? I'm feeling comfortable enough with my second place spot. Levi Bear is too far away from me, and now I'm just going to dance the pain away, I guess. I don't know what that was, what happened, or...
I could hear the dancing the entire... they did a dance for a good 2 minutes there.
Yeah.
So...
Hopefully, something did not go wrong there as we see Bowser Jr. on the screen. Going to be able to grab some more loot. Let's see what they found. Some more bounce pads for themselves, but they exchange it for the Wrecker Revolver. No! And drops their med kits, med packs as well, unfortunately. So I don't agree with that decision, especially if you're relying on the full auto. I would have wanted those med kits on my side.
I agree, and I called it a med pad the other day, so don't you worry about whatever you call it. Bowser Jr. trying to get on top of the hill. Hey, 21 Moonex still in it to win it, but they've got 0 kills, so they've got to do some work right now. 19 competitors left from the initial 28, and they're using that Flowberry to hop around, jump around. I really like to see the movement and the jump pads has been pretty exceptional, as well as the building today.
Oh, 100%. I'm loving what I'm seeing from every single competitor. You're seeing 6-7 Andy trying to end OTX's life, but they're both at an extremely similar health level here, as we're currently going to be able to see OTX going for that Flowberry, and now heals themselves right up. Seeing the shields coming up. Will we be having a full heal off? Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Bowser Jr. is going down to apparently, as both of these competitors now once again at even health bars.
All right, 6-7 and OTX. It's going to be a battle for the ages right there.
Great shot. Going to be shredding up their entire shield. And 6-7 trying to keep that aggression going. But with that, they're not going to be able to play that defense. Once again, going to get shot. And now even health bars until 6-7's able to pop those small shields. Has the Flowberry. Popping it, locking it, seeing them fly across the sky. They have the accuracy. OTX taking 227 damages, but does not die.
You gotta chase them. You gotta chase them.
Ow, and once again, Kazoo is going to take down JJ Bros into the corner. They tried to put up some walls, but unfortunately was not ready for those builds and was not ready to play down the builds, to say the least.
Now, Kazoo has been playing really, really well today, so that is no fault to JJ Bros. Just Kazoo's having one of those days. All right, they're going to get out of Dodge right now. We're down to 17 competitors. This is the final round. And Kazoo's going to try to get to the top of that hill. Levi Bear, they're going to wave their hands in the air.
just like they don't care. As
now they're going to try to find a position to land on.
Yeah, has that entire map to work with, especially with 17 players left, 3 storms in. You don't got to worry about running into people that much, to say the least. But there's still a chance that you might be running up onto some people as well. Levi going to be able to pop that chest, and now grabs a little bit more loot and sees that other competitor on top of this nice mountain here, this nice solitude place that was a place of solitude before Levi ran up on him.
Yeah, well, now it's just a place of crime. But Levi, understanding that Pro had the WAP, the weapons and positioning up there, and has decided to go in the opposite direction, doing their Monty Python impression, running away, running away, running away.
Yeah, that's all they can do at this point, making sure that they're going to go home with $250. It really comes down to saying, I just need top 3. I don't care if I'm not going to be able to loot, grab my exotics. It does not matter. I want to win. And to win is to survive. As we are seeing, Scenes not having the best loadout, in my opinion. You've got the MK7, unpopular. You got the full auto, unpopular. You've got the submachine gun, unpopular. So you got to change up that loadout at least a little bit. But we'll see what happens if they jump into the trash. Cam.
I didn't know their name was Oscar, but apparently it is today.
Imagine the coincidence if their name was actually Oscar.
That would be a coincidence. A coinky dink. 17
Naranjo.
competitors left. Don't even look at me like that. We've got we've got 35 seconds left before this storm starts creeping in. So somebody's got to make a move. I can understand Scenes not wanting to catch up to Bray that quickly. 21 Moon X in the air, trying to find a nice place to land down. We still are in the 3rd storm, so there's plenty of places to go that are safe. But they see Ruse maybe.
Dropping on down. Taking their sweet time, trying to make sure that they know exactly where that other competitor is. But look at their loadout, not having too much on their side. Going to be dropping in grabs a submachine gun just for funsies, because it's not really the most helpful item in the game, to say the least, as Ruse is hearing the hops off to the side. But 21 Moon X trying to observe, trying to see if they can find this other competitor.
Yeah, they don't know where they are. This is a game of hide and seek right now.
And 21 Moon X is losing that battle infinitely so.
We've got a Rift Pod about to drop. It's going to drop all the good stuff.
And College, once again, going in for the hiding strat, which I can't agree with, especially if you only have those 12 bullets with your shotgun. You're not going to be able to survive once it gets to the late game. And realize this isn't like your normal game of Fortnite, right? You only have 28 players in this lobby. If you run around, the odds of running into someone are extremely low.
Yes,
you do not have a huge chance of potentially losing to someone else. Like you're seeing Pro E-Man being a little bit more proactive on the map, went to that Rift Pod, grabbed themselves 2 legendary slurps. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, 2 legendary slurps is going to put themselves in a great position. I love the slurp because it's semi-passive. Once you hit it, it just keeps giving you some love.
Yes, it does. As honestly, it's just such a great item. It's so strong, been an icon, a staple into so many builds throughout the years. That passive healing is uncontested with how good it actually is, especially if you're going to be getting into that late game. Having that passive healing, going to be able to just skyrocket you fight after fight after fight. Zafu, though, peeking their head out, sees a little bit of a pumpkin. Probably got jump scared. I know I got scared just right now with them looking at it twice. I'm getting a little bit spooked here.
Yeah, well, don't let that happen, buddy. I'm here. I got you.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting me.
You're welcome. Zafu is looking for their first kill right now. Zafu needs to do some work, right? I mean...
100%. I mean, they have been in a really rough spot this entire matchup. They just getting out... placed by Levi Bear over and over and over again. I mean, if we want to break down what their score was, I mean, still in 2nd place, fortunately enough for themselves, but usually we see them top of the leaderboards, really grabbing win after win after win, but Zafu feels like they just want to keep that 2nd place comfortable for the time being, and you cannot shame that at all.
No, you cannot. 50 Cal has 3 kills now as they were able to take out Scenes.
Really great job there. 6-7 Endy now trying to make their mark, finds the big shield into the house. Really luck of the draw
right
there.
Right?
Ridiculous luck there, able to top themselves off, and now Well, it was nice to have full shields for just a little bit of time as they are working their way up, and now taking some shots onto the right side. ND has to run away and reevaluate what is their next play.
And that is 21 Moon X, I believe, coming after him, but 21 Moon X has found OTX as well, so we've got to fight.
Oh, no. Look how many bullets they have, Logan.
I know, not enough. That's only 4. That's not going to get you there.
If Endy wins this with 4 bullets,
I'd be so impressed.
I'm jumping out of the commentator's booth. I'm just saying, there is not a chance that they're going to be able to turn this around, right? 21 Moon X does not throw this, especially with Endy. They only have 1 opportunity, or 4 opportunities technically, to try and win this fight.
Yeah, really, they got to kill somebody right now.
But
and take all their stuff.
Yeah, 100%. And stuff as in ammo. And ammo as in stuff as they're going to be going for it and going to be able to grab that big ammo box. They really did. 15 bullets is a lot better than 4 as they are observing all around them. Land some beautiful shots with the hammer time as they're going to be able to land even more damage onto 21 Moon X as they're slowly but surely floating on down to the bottom floor. Endy just putting out the damage, making sure that they're going to be able to make their name known, especially with 21 Moon X, who almost confirmed that elimination on them.
Yeah, that was very, very close. Rivdog making their way to the summit right now. 16 competitors left in this final round of Friday Fortnite Frags. Somebody will be crowned victorious and walk away with $250, and others will not. And if you're in the top 10, you're going to be congratulating yourself because you will have made a little bit of that cash each today for your troubles. And on the other side, Rivdog is going to be able to be up there high with WAP, looking down. OTX right now, trying to seize 6-7.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be a little quiet for this last round because I feel like sometimes we give it away.
Yeah, just sometimes, especially when you're trying to observe and making sure, and because these competitors don't know who they're going up against until the scoreboard shows them. Rivdog, though, taking a ton of damage, has to pop these small shields. Will they be able to get it off in time? Puts down these walls, but loses the control of one of them, so they have to go onto this left side, but it's not enough. 2 AM Kiki able to confirm that onto Rivdog, and OTX able to take down ND again.
6-7, baby.
2 rounds in a row does ND go down to OTX.
And that's what you call rivalry right there. Starting in front of our very eyes, IRL.
IRL in real life. There's nowhere else to do it except here at the HyperX Arena. There is nothing like competing against your fellow peers and looking right beside them and saying, yeah,
I got
get
you.
good, as we would once known in Silk Song. Get good, as we see Levi going to be just building themselves a nice, tall hill fortress.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a tower here. Maybe they'll let down their hair and let somebody up. Oh, Zafu sees them on the other side. Let's see if Zafu comes around to try to play Kazu on the bottom of this mountain, and we've seen people get stuck behind the mountains and into the storm earlier on, so please don't do that again.
Yeah, honestly, talking about getting stuck down the mountain.
Right.
Apparently, Abdo getting eliminated to fall damage. Down the mountain they go. Unfortunately, made a blunder on that one, but we're going to be seeing 21 Moon X versus Kiki. Let's see what they're able to do.
Big shot.
Really nice damage coming out from Kiki, able to put down 21 Moon X to 20 shields left, but they're going up onto the top floor. Knows the Flowberry is up there, able to reap the rewards of just being observant in these fights. Pops the big shield, and now realize this is 6 storms in. So that's 2-tick damage. That health bar going low.
Get low.
As they're dropping all the way down to the bottom flow, as we see 21 Moon X going for those flashes. Great work once again, just super observant, but stuck under these rooftops, trying to just break them so that these trampolines will not go for waste, as we see the shots trying to take away that route of escape. So great work there. Now Moon X has to go the long ways around through the zip line. The storm is still grooving, schmooving, and Moon X has to pop the Flowberry for that extra anti-grab and extra movement.
Yeah, they're gonna
the damage, the 5-tick, it is just doing brutal damage to 21 Moon X.
Oh my gosh.
They only have 2 more splashes left, as they're going to be be running out of energy for their sprint. Going up this staircase, they are 1 inch away, and they are able to make it. My goodness.
I hope no one's up there waiting for him, and indeed there is. Kiki is up there on the other side of the mountain saying, come on up.
Come on up and enjoy yourself up here on this mountain as we see Kiki very far ways away on that mini map. They have a long ways to go for this circle. So as we see on to the top of the hill, 21 Moon X sliding right on down with the rest of the crew.
Yeah, 21 Moon X already making that move, and they needed to do that. Kiki doesn't know that, though, and is probably still building themselves into a bunker over there, but they need to make a move. Right now, it's time to slide. Do the electric slide to the other side, please.
Please do slide to the left. Slide, or is that the Cupid slide?
You know what? It doesn't matter.
The Cupid shuffle, right?
I don't know the difference.
Oh, hold on. We got to do the Monster Mash, Logan. What are you talking about? It's Halloween.
We can do the Monster Mash.
We got 21 Moon X currently peeking their head out. Hopefully their head will not get mashed by a monster, because then that would be extremely sad. Because we're seeing Poncho once again. They've done a great job just surviving till those top 10 situations. They tunnel themselves extremely well. Their builds are looking good. Yep. I'm glad that they found that confidence within themselves, and they're currently getting a spot in top 10. So we'll see if they're going to be able to hold on to it, at least for the time being. Zafu, once again, they're in second place. They're going to be able to hold on for dear life, and we see OTX here as well, going to be running off to the left side. Let's see if they're going to be tunneling in, putting down any walls to protect themselves. Not just yet. Kiki takes a little bit of damage.
Kiki's definitely taking a little bit of damage, and now they are into the storm. They need to find themselves on the other side and not get locked in over here, and I don't see how they're going to get out. There's enemies all around them.
They are currently getting shredded. Their health bar really was looking tough, as well as their mats. They are not managing the resources well at all. Once you run out of those walls, the defense is gone. The defense is in the books, and you need defense to win. That's the reality. If you're not able to reposition yourself, it's going to be a really tough late game, and really, I'm not seeing them survive that much longer with not having a lot of defense on their side.
Yeah, well, we're about to get into the final iteration of this last round. We are down to 11 competitors. We are in storm number 8. All of these competitors are going to be smushed and mashed together, and it is going to be CQC, close quarters combat, to the end.
You're going to be telling me they're monster mashed together?
That's what I did right there.
Hey, Poncho flying through the sky, going to be able to use those bounce pads, and now puts down a nice little tunnel for themselves, trying to grab some more mats as well from this metal. One of the most difficult things to really get in this game, especially when you're trying to manage your resources the best you can. Pulse is going to be here, popping the Flowberry, using that anti-gravity, just waiting for the last moments. Look at this circle, Logan.
It's so small and everybody's in it. We still got 11 competitors.
11 competitors in the 8th storm. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath once they have to start moving, and once this storm is here. 20 seconds. Let's see who's going down first. Who's your money on, Logan?
All right. Well, I'll tell you this. This is going to end up being like an old 80s horror film, because it's going to get bloody in game real quick. I'm going to say the next person to go down, I'm sorry, Poncho, but I'm feeling like it might be you.
Oh, no. Let's see who, if the Logan Caster curse will come true, as Levi Bear going to be sliding their way all the way to the top of the mountain, making sure that that storm is not going to take them out here today. We got 21 Moon X on the screen on the right side, going to be putting down these walls as well. Got the splashes. Hunt Dog also going to be utilizing that Flowberry to top themselves off into that 85 mark. And now Poncho, you said it, they're at 45 shields, but only small shields on their side. But it was not Poncho, it was Kiki, the next one up.
Well, good. I'm glad I didn't put Poncho to death right there in game. Pulse still alive. They've still got a pulse, and we are down to 10. This is our final 10 in the final memo. Shot through the face, and you're too lame.
You give Kazu a bad name as they're dropping down, grabbing their 3rd elimination of this match. Going to be able to pop this big shield, but it's looking like they only got one more on their side, so they got to wait a little bit, because you want to utilize that entire 50 heals if you're able to, especially having that med kit. We got Moot X right onto this nice 1x1. Going to be utilizing that Flowberry, because with the bounce pads, that gives you so much extra movement. You will be flying across the sky like you're seeing currently on that left-hand side. Kazoo gets shot out of the sky by Bray. Literally one-shotted. 21 Moon X is going to take down Levi Bear in that 8th place spot, but are they going to be able to find more eliminations to put themselves even higher on that leaderboard is the question. That's 8 points to 21 Moon X because they took down the top dog on the leaderboard here today. 21 Moon X looking like they have to pop that Flowberry Fizz, but not going to be able to save themselves that much health though.
I love to see it when the bounties come into play, especially in the last round. Right now, it is anybody's game if you're still alive. If not, sorry, but we'll see you next week.
And unfortunately, if your name is not anybody, it is not your game. That is what Logan put out there. So we'll see if that caster curse comes to life. Poncho is just stuck on the bottom floor, but Hunt Dog is not going to go down without a fight, without a bite, as they're going to be able to utilize that bounce back, get themselves up. Pro E-Man's going to be able to take down OTX, has the Flowberry on standby as well, and somehow, some way, the dog is not put down just yet, as we are currently seeing Bray going to be able to eliminate 21 Moon X. Top 3 situation. Let's see if Pro E-Man will be able to clutch up here today, as we have Hunt Dog, Pro E-Man, and Bray is in this winning position right here, right now.
Yeah, 21 Moon X was able to clear out a competitor, and then Bray took 21 Moon X to, well, to the stairway to heaven.
Oh, and Hunt Dog might be on their way as well with that staircase as we see them go down. Pro E-Man with 1 HP, and this is just but put in the books. Bray has the high ground, pops the Flowberry. Did they get it? Yes, they did, and now the Wrecker Revolver puts it in the big. Bray able to confirm the final victory of the day.
That's how you get it done. It was Bray's day. Well, at least in round number 5, man. Whew! Another great battle to the end. This has been a very, very exciting Friday Night Frags. The winner of round number 5 is Bray. Didn't even have to use his AK today.
No, he did not. Only the revolver and the Sentinel shotgun, the double pump Pumperino, able to put it in the bank, and the bank means your bank. And if you want to come out, remember, we're going to have Friday Frags next week. We're going to be able to put out another $1,000 on the line. And if you're in California, go check out Valhalla Esports, and you'll be able to participate through them and join us here at the HyperX Arena. It's always great to have those competitors with us and competing in this tournament. They always show up and do a great job. And every single week, they are looking so much better. And once again, join us tomorrow. We've got Speedway, Mario Kart action. That is going to be so much fun. Win some money playing some Mario Kart and join us, me and Logan, bringing you the action for that as well. So if you've got something to do like Mario Kart tomorrow, come here instead to the HyperX Arena and win some money playing the most fun competitive game I've played in a very long time.
All right, so which game would you like to see us play? Are you going with World or Deluxe?
I want to see more World. I mean, just genuinely, every single day, people are discovering more and more strategies. I mean, so many things that look so cool, and I want to put more time into it. I've been playing so many other games, but World has really been truly a delight to play, as well as being able to see all the strategies that people at the highest level are able to put through into that game. Truly, it's a game of technical skill rather than utilizing a lot of the other, as people would say, shortcuts like you can do in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. World is all about doing the right path at the right time.
Yeah, it's all Tony Hawk, baby. Pro skater. Do a kickflip. Yes, you can. You want to grind a rail? Yes, you can. World
and it's the fastest way to do it.
It's the fastest way to get there. Oh, you want a wall ride? Yeah, we got that for you too.
It's very fun. Come on down, especially if you have a Switch 2. Guess what? You will be able to use that. We're going to be able to play some World and enjoy yourself down here at the HyperX Arena. Same exact time as we had this tournament. So if you want to join anyone on stage, or if you want to play, bring your family members out. Mario Kart's a game for all ages. They got that smart steering. You're able to compete against all the top dogs in Las Vegas, as well as being able to play on the biggest esports stage in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't don't want to do it here under the lights, don't be doing it in your room. Come on down, get involved. It's a good time, and the community is absolutely amazing, just like this Fortnite community is as well. We saw a lot of competitors not able to make it out for the storm, so some of the other competitors got to get a jump on the rest of the competition, and boy, we did see some jumps today.
And we'll see a jump in the leaderboard. Let's see it! Wow. Talking about a jump, we've got Levi Bear!
You are victorious!
Victor here today, 123 points, but Zafu with that 117. So insanely close. Realized that they had an 11-point deficit to climb back up in this tournament. Bray grabbing that 3rd place spot. DuFN going to be there in 4th place. E-Man in 5th. Hunt Dog in 6th. Alex in 7th. Code Wordy in 8th. Poncho in 9th. Kazu in 10th place. And unfortunately, 21 Moon X and Simba and Ruse, all of those other competitors were not able to make it in the money, but look how close. 70, 70, 61, 53.
So close.
So close to that top 10 grab.
And there's always next week. That's the great part. Sometimes you're not going to play well. You can't do it each and every single week. I don't care who you are.
Unless you're me.
Well, unless you're Pidgey, obviously. So if you didn't have a good week, guess what? Come back out next week and do it again. And this week, the 3 things that you need to do, Pidgey, are what?
Spook your neighbors.
Okay.
Spook Logan.
Sure.
And spook Logan Summit.
All right, I was going to say practice, 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 but that's okay. You can get spooky. It's that time of year.
I don't agree with you, but thank you to our sponsors. We got Allied, HyperX. We've got our beautiful chairs here as well, Eureka Ergonomics. If you want to check any of them out, please do.
And Omen, making sure all of our computers run fantastic at
That is true as well. I'm Radamat Pidgey. This is Logan Summit, and we will be back next week for some more Friday Frags action. Remember, $1,000 on the line every single week. Bring your friends out here and enjoy yourself at the best esports spot known to man. And I hope you all had an amazing, fantastic time here tonight. We will be back next week for some more action, and we will be hopefully not spooking you anytime soon. See you all tomorrow for Mario Kart.